I've got an itch I can't scratch, I'm missing a piece that completes a whole part of me, an open wound scar to see. Everybody come here, gather round, welcome to the freak show, the best in town. What the hell's wrong with me? I don't get along with anybody, honestly. I've been living in my own head constantly, thoughts jumbled round, think I need a new lobotomy. Wait, all these thoughts are too negative. I don't wanna get lost in the sedative. Gotta show them what I got, I'm competitive. You know I'm about to go off, I won't let them win. I'll take a stab, I wanna chase a bag. I wanna weigh, I can change all the things I lack. I gotta face the facts, I got a taste in that. Got me obsessed with the rest, I got an itch to scratch. Lonely now, I'll give up everything. A daunting thought. If I could see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality.
I just wanna find a way out, sick of the venom in my brain. Running from the past, wanna escape my pain. I just wanna be a better person, I deserve this. I just wanna break these chains. Always destined for greatness, true to myself, I never fake it. Seen too many once that I so they get famous. And when I say the truth, most really can't take it. In spite of everything I've been through, I'ma make it. Fake friends, but I'm a downfall, it's toxic. Day one, started the outlaws for profit. Now all I do is write verses, no talking. All I do is put the work in, no option. This was everything I ever wanted. Created a legacy off of me, just being honest. And the fake ones hate, but it's all to no avail. They wanna see me lose, but you know I never fail.
I'll give up everything, daunting if I can see my dream, make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Lonely now, I'll give up everything. A daunting thought. If I can see my dreams, I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Don't let go. Don't let go. I'll make things right. 'Cause I'll do anything to make what I want a reality. Yeah.
I hate daylight savings time. All we end up doing is shifting back later. So instead, like, as of right now, we're waking up at, I mean, let's say we wake up at 8, right? What ends up happening is the time shifts backwards. So we wake up technically now at 7 until the time shifts again, and then we wake up at 8 again. So, like, really the light isn't out any differently. It's just that the hours have shifted forwards or backwards. It's so fucking useless. I hate daylight savings time. I hate it. I don't know why the hell we as a country have not collectively come together and removed that bullshit. I don't understand it. Maybe Trump will get rid of it. Low-key the best thing he could do for the country. Fuck. And it fucking sucks because if you're used to getting up at, like, let's say 8, which is, you know, it's 8 right now, and your time gets shifted back an hour, it throws off your whole fucking schedule, like, mentally. It's so garbage. Especially if you understand it. If you understand the daylight savings time and you understand exactly what happens with it, it fucks with you even more. Dude, it's so garbage. God, my camera. How the fuck did that, bruh? Camera! Jesus. Well, what's weird about it, well, I don't understand why we lose an hour. Oh, no, I do. I'm stupid. We lose an hour because it shifts back, but then it goes back to normal. I used to think that we actually lost a full hour whenever we did the time shift back. But now, like, you know, I got older and I was like, you know, that doesn't make any sense. And I thought about it more and I was like, no, we lose an hour on that day simply because it shifts. And I'm like, that's just stupid. It's just stupid, man. There's no winning that. There ain't shit. There is not a damn thing for gaming. There hasn't. What the hell is this? Oh. Multiplayer slop. Multiplayer slop. Alex? The Street Fighter? Don't know what the hell that is. That's weird. There isn't shit, man. Let me check IGN. We might not have anything, like, crazy cool to react to today. That kind of sucks, man. When it comes to, like, the gaming stuff. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's Control. We might watch that, actually. We might watch that. I don't want a remaster. I want a remake of Fallout. I want them to remake Fallout like they're doing with God of War. I don't want another remaster of these games. I already own them. I'm not getting them again. I'm not buying them again. If you buy these again, you're stupid. Just wait for them to remake the games. Seriously. Stop wasting your fucking money buying the 17th remaster of the same goddamn game. Force these people to fucking remake these games. Ah, damn, bro.
For Control
Holy shit.
IGN's 2019
Can't hear anything.
made a few things clear right off the bat.
Really?
First, we wouldn't be playing as Jesse Faden anymore, but rather her brother, Dylan. Second, we'd no longer be confined to the brutalist architecture of the oldest house. Instead, we'd be trying to navigate our way through a Manhattan that had literally folded up on itself, Inception style, as a result of the hiss getting out. And third, Dylan isn't wielding Jesse's badass transforming service weapon, or even one similar to it. Instead, he's got his own badass transforming weapon, the Aberrant, a massive hammer that brings combat into much closer quarters than before. Remedy showed off a bit of proper gameplay at
Low-key, that's kind of sick.
Sony's recent State of Play, but I've had the pleasure since then of getting an extended hands-off look at more gameplay, along with
Damn, bro, you starting your weekend already? I'm jelly.
more information from the lead gameplay designer and the creative director.
But that means that you actually have to work over the weekend, doesn't it? That
What I
sucks.
came away with surprised me. I adored the first Control, but early indications are that I might like Resonant even more. Why?
That looks sick. Hold on. What?
Came away with surprised me. I adored the first Control.
That's the map?
Early indications are that I might like Resonant even more. Why?
Why does that look like Rock Bottom from SpongeBob, bro? Like, what the
It's not
fuck?
just that it's a markedly different and not just samey sequel, but it's that its melee combat might scratch my Ninja
Whoa.
Gaiden style itch. Quote, "This is not a Souls-like," said lead gameplay designer Sergei Mohov. "It's a push-forward, action-driven, aggressive playstyle action game. The player is very much in charge and not simply reacting. The main driver of combat is you. Tell me more, Remedy."
I mean, say less. I was already gonna buy it.
Do you feel it? Something is coming.
What the fuck?
Remedy is calling
You know what really sucks is I played the original, oh god damn, whatever the original game was, I don't remember now. And I didn't, to give you an idea, to me it was so unmemorable, I don't even remember what the name of it was. I played and beat it. I just don't remember it.
Resonant, an action RPG, and while the studio confirmed there won't be a ton of gear
Control.
or inventory management, it's not a survival game, it's an action game, said creative director Mikhail Kasurinen. The team did show off some of
I think this game strikes me more as Hell is Us, as opposed to like an actual like full-fledged Souls-like.
Systemic depth. For one, there are talents, which Remedy says are, quote, the glue that ties your weapons and combat abilities together. One such example is Perfect Dodge, which grants you a temporary boost to your next attack if you, as the name implies, time your dodge perfectly. Others include Extended Dash, self-explanatory, Backstab Damage, and Sustained Assault. Remedy also made it clear that you can't unlock everything in a single playthrough. You'll also have ample...
Bro! I hate that so much. That irks the shit out of me. You assholes.
opportunity to customize your build in the Gap. No, not the department store. It functions similar to Alan Wake 2's Mind
That looks sick.
Place. Here you can test out various abilities earned by defeating Resonance, the bosses. The Gap also allows you to tweak your Aberrant, including the primary form.
You could get a scythe or like double swords. What the hell? This thing looks scary, dude. What is this? It looks like a scythe, but...
secondary forms, and combo enders, or finishers. A big goal is giving players more choice with their gameplay
Oh, damn,
style.
it's Alex.
Like, for instance,
Yeah, I don't
if
understand
you
why
prefer to
daylight
tailor your
savings
build
time
to
exists.
focus
I just
on
don't get
turning
it.
enemies to fight on your side, you can do that. Lots of stats are also exposed in the Gap if you want to min-max your build. Less meaningful customization, meaning the cosmetic kind rather than the gameplay kind, happens in FBC field offices around Manhattan. Remedy describes these as the heart of FBC activity, saying they'll evolve over time as the Hiss crisis overtaking Manhattan deepens. As everyone there is trying to figure out how to deal with the disaster out the window, you can customize your outfit. Manhattan, which is split into several districts, aims to be visually distinct from zone to zone. Remedy wants to have more visual...
What the fuck is that, bro? It looked like the building turned into a fucking transformer. What is that? Looks like an amalgamation of fucking concrete and windows. Like, what the fuck?
variety across the world. The team also...
Bro, what were they smoking when they made this game?
also knows that the map was frustrating in the first game, and so they showed off a work-in-progress version of it that
Oh, dude, I love these maps. Why doesn't every game use this kind of map? They're so good. I love these style of maps.
clearly delineates each zone and seemed easy enough to follow along with. But what of the markers on that map? You'll have your choice of two major categories of quests at any given time. Dylan's Journey, aka the Golden Path, and World Quests, or basically side quests. In addition, there are smaller action bits and tiny puzzles, seemingly akin to unmarked micro
The whole
game
goddamn city looks like a fucking puzzle. I mean, let's be honest here. We about to have our work cut out for us.
play moments. Through these, you can discover both secrets and lore. We want the world to be someplace you want to return to, Kasurnin said. In one early mission, I got a
You know how you do that? You make a lot of missions.
brief look at. Dylan enters the Central District office of Zoe.
What is that? I didn't even see this before. What the hell is this? What is that, like a skyscraper surrounded by skyscrapers? Like, the fuck is that?
Sarah, a new character to control who speaks to Dylan through his earpiece throughout the campaign. She also assigns him missions. She's often found listening to music.
That's creepy. That's terrifying.
And Remedy promises that music will play a big part in Resident's world building. A clip of
Giant
a
margarita
conversation
machine.
between Dylan and Zoe showcased the new dialogue system, which sadly I don't have footage of, but now not only very welcomingly gives you multiple choices for every answer, but also lets you carry out these conversations while moving.
Any updates for me?
Kind of. You'll know it when you hear it.
Remedy's emphasis on player-initiated action even extends to not cementing you in place during dialogue sequences, which I can appreciate.
Thank God. Holy shit, that is the worst. Yo, it pisses me off so much. Dude, if I'm gonna have to sit there and listen to, like, someone on the phone like that, and it's not even a cutscene, the least you can do is let me move.
Oh,
Seriously.
and on this note, Remedy said that while Dylan's dialogue choices are there to give you a bit more agency over character interactions, they're not going to meaningfully alter the story. In other words, Remedy confirmed there won't be multiple endings to...
Oh, thank God, dude. I can't stand these games that keep coming out with all these just make one goddamn ending. A game doesn't need 7 endings. Just give it one fucking ending. Tell the story. Stop wasting everybody's time trying to make people go through the damn game 7 different times to get 8 different endings because you fucked up one dialogue option towards the start of the game. I've never understood the appeal to that. I've never understood that.
Resonance story.
I can't stand that. I don't want to have to think about what I'm doing. I just want to play a game mindlessly and be entertained. Whatever happened to that? Why can't we make that? Make games great again, damn it. Come on!
As Control Resonant is only at its alpha stage of development, I wasn't yet able to see a continuous, uninterrupted section of gameplay. Instead, I got to look at a number of 1 to 2 minute gameplay.
These enemies look sick. I don't know what it is with the Control enemies. They look so cool to me.
Clips. But once Remedy broke out the action, my eyes opened wider. Control's melee-oriented sequel is not only faster paced than its predecessor, it's faster paced than I was expecting. I was mentally prepared for a Souls-light experience, maybe something akin to the Star Wars Jedi games from Respawn. But no,
That looks
in the
good.
action I saw, it's got some lightning in its veins. I won't call it Ninja Gaiden fast, but it's in the Devil May Cry Bayonetta neighborhood for sure. Dylan was constantly jumping up, floating, attacking, dodging, strafing.
That's right. Make
performing
all games great again.
finishing moves,
I
and
love it.
rinsing and repeating in rapid succession.
MAGA.
And, I should add, all of this was happening with a lot of enemies surrounding Dylan at once.
You can call it the MAGGA. Make all games great again.
These are clearly not going to be one-on-one fights, which I admit is what I was expecting based on the gameplay clips teased at the end of the debut trailer. Oh, and speaking of fights, I also got a slightly less brief look at the Dancer Resonant fight, very briefly.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Slightly less
Bro, those are people. It's like Death Stranding all over again. Hey, those are definitely people.
brief look at the Dancer Resonant fight, very briefly featured at the end of the State of Play gameplay trailer. It's not enough to make any judgments on just yet, especially not without getting to play them for myself, but they've certainly got the potential to be memorable moments in the campaign.
Pace yourself.
In a Q&A session after the gameplay presentation, I learned a bit more about what Remedy has planned for this sequel. The team did preface the conversation by saying they'd talk more about narrative and characters later in the year, closer to Resonant's release, but for now, there are nevertheless some relevant new details to share. First, on the technical side, Remedy has tuned its in-house game engine Northlight to enhance draw distance and support.
Yo, what the hell is that? Is that an enemy? That looks like a damn enemy. I bet that thing is annoying to fight.
More enemies on screen at once.
That's totally an enemy.
Also want to make sure they're hitting a solid 60 frames
Maybe
per
not.
second on all platforms. Second,
Maybe it isn't.
will enemies respawn? Mojave replied, quote, to a degree, yes, but there's more nuance, end quote. Apparently, that nuance ties to the narrative that Remedy isn't quite ready to dive into yet. Next, is a fully range-based build possible? Mojave said, quote, the main weapon is the Aberrant, and that's Dylan's preferred method of combat. It's never going to be ranged only, so that answers that. Interestingly, Kasurinen said, quote, music plays a huge part. Zoe's definitely in the middle of that, and it's part of how they bond. We don't want music to just be a thing you listen to. It becomes part of the overall flow.
Yep, they was on something when they made this game. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
The music is part of that experience.
Firewatch? I'm kind of shooked right now.
Not need to have played the first Control or the Remedy Connected Universe Alan Wake games to enjoy the story or characters of Resonant. And with that, my very impressive
cool.
demo of Control Resonant ended, and I was left wondering if there's a chance we might be playing this sequel sooner rather than later. No, Remedy isn't ready to reveal a release date just yet, and I'd still wager it's going to ship in the second half of the year, but if the studio is showing off behind closed doors gameplay right after
that
the
is a
first
scythe.
gameplay trailer,
That's cool.
which itself came very shortly after
Yo,
its
that scythe looks sick. Look at the moves it's doing.
its first
It's
gameplay
doing, like,
trailer,
constant
which itself
damage.
came very shortly after its reveal trailer, combined with the looming meteor impact that will be Grand Theft Auto 6's release in November. I can't help but be
I feel like if they try to release anything in November, it's going to be a no-go zone. Because it's Grand Theft Auto, all of November is going to be completely blacked out for every single gaming studio in the world. It's Grand Theft Auto, man. You can't compete with Grand Theft Auto. You
left
can't.
with a healthy dose of
Like,
optimism.
there are people saying that they would gladly buy that game at $100. There's no way, dude.
Could land closer to Control 1's August release month than Alan Wake 2's late October window. Is this just wishful thinking on my part? Quite possibly. And with how packed this year's slate of big games is, I'm not sure there's really a quiet time that any game will get all to itself. But after seeing Control Resonant's aggressive, fast-paced combat for myself, I'm even more fired up to get my hands on it. For more previews of the biggest upcoming games, don't miss our recent hands-on looks at WWE 2K26 and Samsung's
WIGN
story. And for
we got oh yeah, the McDonald's this went viral as well. The McDonald's CEO does not like his own food. This was a meme, man. This got turned into a meme. Big surprise, the guy that runs the company that doesn't eat McDonald's because he's been a privileged little shit his whole life doesn't like McDonald's food. The fucker doesn't even eat it. It's like every gaming studio in the world all over again. What? Play games? Never. I went to college and I did something with my life. That emphasis on because if you play games, you're never going to become anything in your life. That mentality times 10. Oh.
Believe this, but the CEO of McDonald's just made a fool of himself. More of a clown than Ronald McDonald. He wanted to do this, I guess, short video to hype up the new Big Arch burger hitting their menu.
And you know what's really sad about this? Bro probably had that thing put together by like a chef that specifically stays in his house and does everything for him. And it probably still tasted like ass.
Wanted to show how much he enjoys the cuisine.
Literally someone spreading some cheeks and getting up in there.
From McDonald's, and so they filmed the video of him eating his lunch, which consisted of the Big Arch burger. And this dude was acting like he was about to eat the Krabby Patty that killed the health inspector. He was like afraid of it. There was like actual fear and panic in his eyes as he was about to eat the burger, and he could only muster one baby bite out of it. And this is supposed to promote the burger, by the way. This coming from the CEO of the company, who seems like he is repulsed by it. Like it was a revolting experience for him. I don't understand, A, why they filmed it, B, how they watched what they filmed and then said, yep, that's good, ship it, we're gonna send that. Blows my mind. You know what's gonna blow your mind, though? Is the newest cheeky scent. It's licensed to clean, baby. It's available.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it, here it is, the Big Arch.
Yes,
This is
sir.
something
Because, you know, I totally feel connected to this man that makes millions of dollars a year sitting on his ass doing nothing. Doesn't everybody feel connected to this man? This man that'll never be able to understand what it's like to struggle, living paycheck to paycheck, paying rent, and figuring out where he's going to get the money to eat. Literally, bro probably literally had somebody in his own kitchen whip this up for him that's paid.
that we have tested already.
Look how you could already just tell from the packaging. That's like a fucking tungsten block of meat right there. So much high quality meat from McDonald's.
Dude, there's nothing more funny than when, like, I think that's one of the reasons why I don't eat leftovers like that. I don't like leftover food. It's because, like, I think growing up, I would always have, like, leftover, like, food every now and then that was from a fast food joint. Bro, when you pull that shit out, it's like a brick. I remember one time, we had some people visiting, some friends, and we put a Whataburger burger into the refrigerator overnight, and we pulled it out the next morning, and he set it on the counter, and it made like because it was a tiled counter, it made like a clacking noise. So I was like, what the fuck is that? And he looked at it, and he was like, dude, that's the burger. And I was like, nuh-uh. So I picked it up, and I set it down, and it made the clack noise. So I picked, because it was like a tiled kitchen too, like the everything was tiled, all right? So I picked it up, and I threw it on the ground, and it like bounced off the ground. It bounced off I shit you not, like rubber. It bounced off the ground. And it was fine. There was nothing wrong with that burger. Did not fucking suffer any damage.
In Portugal,
And Chris
Germany,
is salivating.
Canada.
You can't
I love
wait.
this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So here we go. First, holy cow.
Yeah, oh
that's
my
a good
God.
burger.
Oh,
We've got a very...
Man, there ain't no burger in the world that I've ever gotten that looks like that. That's bullshit. Have you ever seen a burger that looks like that? That looks that good? That actually looks kind of good compared to the slop we're used to eating.
You've been working out, Chris? How are you even holding that much? Good Lord, look at all that. Look at all that patty in there. Wow.
There's a lot of lettuce in there.
Big arches, right? That's fucking turbo.
Bro, I don't know what it is, but lately, if I like order food and they put like mayo or mustard on it, it's like they don't know how to put mayo and mustard on anything now. They glob it on. Bro, I'll be eating a burger and it's like 95% like condiment. I don't understand it.
Chris? Ooh, golly.
unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious...
Yeah, I don't eat McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's burgers, dude. I'll eat a Burger King. I'll eat a Burger King burger, but not that.
Sauce, and of course... some
Even that,
lettuce.
sometimes it's sketchy, too.
Oh, there's so much
right.
going on with this.
So
First
much.
of all, let's try to get this thing... I don't
Yeah, try
even
and
know how to
wrangle it,
attack
Chris. It's
Got
out of control.
So much to it.
It's a bucking
Ooh,
bronco.
There's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth.
Bro, sitting there talking about that burger like it's a woman or something, dude. Goddamn. The fuck?
Oh, look at the way he sinks his teeth in there. That's a big boy bite.
That is so good.
Almost got the whole thing
That's a
in
big
one
bite for a big arch. It's
I love that.
Bro, it didn't even take a bite out of that. May took a... What is that? Man, the CEO won't even eat their own food. What does that say about the rest of mankind?
That's a big bite for a big arch, and it's literally like Squidward.
No. That's a big bite for a big boy. All right, Timmy, it's time to go and eat your cereal now.
Bite out of SpongeBob.
It is. It is.
Oh wow, that's good stuff. Yeah, it's like some kind of poppy sesame bun going on here. Oh yeah, my lunch. Yeah. Look at his face, man.
Dude, you could see the mental preparation that it took for him to take a bite out of that burger prior to him biting into it.
CEO too, by the way.
There's no way he finished that hamburger. There's no way, dude.
Good idea. He clearly doesn't want to eat it. It's clearly not his lunch. It's a terrible marketing pitch. It looks like he's held.
He doesn't even have soda in the drink. His cup is either empty or it's filled with water or vodka. Like
hostage. And he doesn't take another bite, by the way.
That's a big bite for a big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also
McDonald's
is unlike
invented
anything
meat
else on our
and
menu.
bun.
It's a delicious
No one else
product.
does
You know,
that.
you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch.
This man looks fucking tired. He got some deep old fucking he's got some dark eyes.
But Big Arch, try it when you can get it.
You know that went straight in the trash can. Look at that.
There's
thing.
no way he ate that burger. Look at the tiniest little nibble out of that burger, bro. That whole thing's about to be thrown away.
That face says, I'm going to go force myself to throw up in the toilet like it's a bulimic episode right now. He hated that. I don't know what, I really don't know what the thought.
I promise you that whatever salary he was paid to eat that burger wasn't enough. And you know what?
Process was here.
They should do this more often. They should force these CEOs to eat an entire meal from their own companies. Otherwise, they don't get paid.
Don't.
It should be like in their contract that if they don't eat a meal from that company every single day, they have to work for free.
The guy who's eating 50,000 Big Macs to be in the video? They absolutely should have. That's Dave Gorski. Dave Gorski has eaten 50,000 Big Macs. He's had like one or two Big Macs a day since like 1956 or something. I don't know why they wouldn't just bring someone that actually likes the product to review it. This guy doesn't even know what he's holding. Yeah, it's some kind of like sesame poppy thing going on, and of course pickles, right?
I don't know about you, but I've never seen any hamburger that I've gotten from fast food recently that had that kind of bread on it. Like, that bread looks designer almost. There's no way that's an average, like, bun from, like, an individual location of McDonald's. There's no way. You cannot convince me.
Distinctly McDonald's. Being forced
That
to
looks
eat
like the old school buns they used to sell.
peasant gruel. True.
That's right, it's peasant gruel. Know your place, peasants.
But he loved it. That was his lunch. Can't wait to pick this shit up when it's available, the Big Arch Burger. Because they would have to pay them. Not really, brother. David Gorski would have done.
When I started eating Big Macs in 1972, they came in a box
70s,
like
not
this.
50s.
Donald Gorski ate his first Big Mac on May 17th, 1972, and he says it was
Boys, this is what real commitment looks like. This is a real commitment. Holy crap.
love at first bite.
I actually ate 9 that day. I went there at 11 o'clock. I had my first 3 Big Macs ever.
You know, this guy's living in the 60s. Look at his sideburns. What the fuck?
I could get 3 Big Macs.
No. This is a faker. You know how I know? This guy categorizes everything in his life. Look at his shelf. He's got like stuff from everywhere. Okay, this is a guy that doesn't know how to move on. Okay.
Fry and a Coke for $1.87.
In 1999, Donald said his
What could you possibly... Why could you possibly need... This man just broke me. Why would you ever need to keep these boxes? Bro's got, like, fast food boxes and boxes.
first Guinness record for most
I
Big Macs.
forgot that he keeps these too. That's actually adorable. He keeps his receipts.
Adorable. It's deplorable. Why are you doing this? What is possibly in your life fucked you up so bad? You are saving the boxes from fast food restaurants.
But I forgot he also kept these.
I've had a big.
I think he's just a pretty cool guy. Like,
I think he's a fucking weirdo.
as odd
Jesus.
as it is to live solely off of Big Macs for your main nutrition, he's like a normal guy outside of that.
Really? Is he really? Let's not talk about the basement filled with fucking boxes of fast food.
He's just a little quirky.
Quirky? He's crazy. I mean, let's be honest
thinks
here.
Big Macs are perfect.
Stop
So
lying.
he doesn't deviate from.
Charlie, pop the copium out of your mouth. Something is obviously off with this man. They need to check this man's basement for kids, okay? That's weird.
God. You should find him and take him to Culver's. Imagine. I try and convert him. Don Gorski ate 34,000 Big Macs, and then one stupid asshole in Florida took him to Culver's and changed his whole outlook. Now
I think it's because we haven't hit the politics yet. Usually whenever I hit the politics, I usually skyrocket to like 60 likes. But yeah, if you watching and you like and hit the likes.
24 chicken tenders per day. Have him do blind taste tests with different.
Honestly, that's not bad. Like if you just eat 24 chicken tenders a day and that's the only food you eat, that's probably a pretty good diet.
Food places, see if you can tell the
That's
difference.
that Asmongold diet right there.
I am confident he would be able to identify the Big Mac immediately.
All right, let's move on from this. Oh man, you know we got to cover Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton did something else. I legitimately got like the spine creeps whenever I saw him smiling at that picture of him getting massaged by that woman. That legitimately like creeped me out.
This is not AI. Oh wait, there's a new Bill Clinton clip. I missed this from yesterday, apparently. Bill Clinton is smiling while looking back through the old Epstein photos, nodding over memories. His attorney snatches them out of...
Look at his face. Bro, I want to know what's in I want to know what's in that brain so bad. Who knows what he saw and did at that island? He probably has other people that he has knowledge on other people that are condemning. Who knows what happened at that island when it involved him?
Here, real quick. Oh my god! Oh man, give me that back. Hey, real quick.
Look, dude, that's so fucking creepy, bro. That's so creepy. I hate it. I hate everything about it.
Dude, he's so happy.
We have about 5 minutes remaining.
This is even crazier, the lawyer reaction.
President, this is back in, think of the year, look at the year, so you make sure you're answering the question.
2001.
Did you have a phone in 2000? He's asking you, was this your BlackBerry?
Well, I've been out of office then 9 months.
Did you have a phone, Mr. President?
I don't think I did. I don't, anyway. But the truth is, I don't remember.
Bro, you absolutely had a phone. What are you talking about? In 1998, the president? Absolutely you did.
How often do you send emails? Or did you send emails?
Have you ever...
No. I think they were asking whenever he got out of office. I don't think he had a phone when he was out of office.
You absolutely had a phone.
Anyway.
Have a phone, Mr. President?
I don't think I did. Office then 9.
Have a phone in 2000. He's asking you, was this your BlackBerry?
Well, I've been out of office then 9 months.
Did you?
So he said he had been out of office then for 9 months. So he most likely wasn't the president.
Phone, Mr. President?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, okay.
I
don't believe him, but
but the truth is, I don't.
But on technicality,
absolutely had a phone.
he wasn't the
What are you talking
president.
about? In 1998, the president? Absolutely you did.
How often do you send emails? Or did you send emails?
Have you ever sent an email, Mr. President?
I sent one email to John Glenn when he was in space, and I sent an email to the ship in the Adriatic during the Kosovo War.
Have you sent any other emails, Mr. President? He's asking.
Since then, I'm not sure I've sent one. Okay.
2 emails. Bill Clinton says on the... Wait, what is this here?
What did happen, Mr. President?
I don't know. I mean, I've already told you this. I'll tell it again. I never saw anybody do anything wrong. I thought they were flight attendants.
Do flight attendants typically wear tank tops and jeans?
Bro got caught. Uh-oh.
They don't all wear uniforms on private planes.
Yes, sir.
Dude.
Let me take my drink. An unscrupulously long drink.
Most are dressed probably pretty business class.
I mean, what is this? Bro, look how his face felt. wait, I wasn't done. Because he knows he's untouchable. He is. Nothing is ever going to happen to Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton's not going to jail. The eating of babies will continue until the GDP improves, okay? That's just the way it goes, guys.
And that's the unfortunate fact of this whole goddamn thing. They got other countries around the world locking up these sick fucks. And we seem to be the only country that has our head so far up our ass worried about illegals being deported that we can't even get our own shit together.
You don't like it? I don't make the rules.
Have you ever lied in a deposition?
No.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Oh shit, that was almost real bad. I did not mean to click that. I smell the demonetization in the air, boys. Let's do yesterday's stuff first.
Made a post? Oh no, what did he say?
All right.
Let's see it. High Guard.
Oh, that's right. Damn it, I wanted to do this sooner. We're gonna do it now, though. High Guard has been canceled. They are shutting down High Guard. It's over, boys. The same company where the CEO came forward and said, it doesn't matter how many players play our game, is shutting down.
Jeff Keighley made a post? Oh no, what did he say? Let's see it. High Guard. Oh, okay. All right. It's finally time. Let's talk about High Guard. I haven't had a chance to talk about High Guard. Let's talk about High Guard. So, let me...
I mean, I haven't played... I never played it. I'm not going to either. I have more valuable things to do with my time. I've been playing the shit out of Mugenics. I don't know why, dude. I have been playing the absolute fuck out of Mugenics. I don't know why. I cannot put that game down. The minute I'm done editing, I get my little workout in, and then I play Mugenics for the rest of the night. I kid you not. Ever since it launched, I've been playing this shit. I've got like 100 and something hours in it already. But I've heard that the gameplay is really smooth, but there's, from my perspective of it, there's nothing to do in the fucking game. There's nothing there.
Let's go straight from the horse's mouth. Where is High Guard's account? High Guard it's play High Guard, right? There it is. Gentlemen, High Guard's final update is arriving soon. Thank you for playing with us. Today we're sharing difficult news. We've made the decision to permanently shut down...
And you know what's funny? If it hadn't been for Jeff Keighley, this game would have been already over. The only reason why it even had as many people playing it as it did was because of Jeff Keighley holding it to the front of the Game Awards. Or, I don't think it was the Game Awards. It was like the gaming announcements or whatever. That's what you get. Stop making these games. Nobody wants to play them. And if you're going to make them like you did with High Guard and Concord, then you deserve to have your company fail. What's the point of having a game if there's nothing to do in it? The game had literally one game mode in it. What were you thinking?
On March 12th. That's right. Since launch, more than 2 million players stepped into Highguard's world. You shared feedback, created content, and many believed in what we were building. For that, we're deeply grateful. Despite the passion and hard work of our team, we have not been able to build a sustainable player base. Wait a minute. But I thought the Highguard devs said the player count doesn't matter. Wait, what? But they said it didn't matter. Oh no! It's almost like it matters. They were lying.
He actually brought up the...
Yep,
okay.
Exactly. What a bunch of retards. I told y'all this shit was going to happen. Despite the passion and hard work of our team, we've been unable to build a sustainable player base to support the game long term.
A big surprise if you tell the player base that they don't need players, that you don't need players to play the game, and you try to, like, attack people for calling out things that are wrong with your game, and people stop playing your game because you're a fucking asshole. Well, big surprise, you're gonna get shut down, dumbass. What do you think is gonna happen? We live in the day and age where if you wanted to make a game and make money off of it, it's so easy. And you know how I know that? Because every game company has one of these. Twitter. Everyone knows where to go to if they want to see Highguard news. Game shutting down, how do they find it out? Twitter. Why wouldn't you post and ask people what they want in the game? We live in the day and age where instead of making a game and hoping that it pops off, you can ask the consumers directly. You can just ask them, what do you want? And they instead of using it as a tool to make a better game, they're using it to attack people for criticism. It's so fucking stupid. You can make so much money. Why are you idiots doing this?
Will remain online until March 12th, so it's dead in 9 days. We hope you'll jump in with us one more time to show your support and get those final great matches in while we still can. Now, am I going to play the game on March 12th for the final day of Highguard? I absolutely will.
I kind of feel like these games are kind of like cryptocurrencies. They're meant to rug pull you. They're meant to release, and then you spend a bunch of money on cosmetics and the game shuts down a week later once they've made more than enough money to retire and, like, wealth. That's what I think is going on. I think these games are legitimate scams. I do. That's genuinely what I think.
I'm going to play the game.
We need laws that will ban this, by the way. We need laws that will make it to where if you pay for products like skins and stuff, you have to, they have to allow you to have access to them for the rest of your life. Straight up. There should not be a time where a game shuts down and you don't have access to the hard-earned money that you spent on a game. Like, for example, if you buy a multiplayer online-only game and the server shut down, like you spent $40 on it, they should either reimburse you that money or they should make it to where you have access to that game indefinitely. There should not be a time where the game shuts down and you no longer have access to it.
Dang.
Stop Killing Games was supposed to help this, but it never fucking, I don't know what happened to it.
I'm good. Well, it's free game, right? I mean, why not? The team is excited to release one final game update to enjoy the remaining life of the game. We'll be adding a new warden, a new weapon, account level progression, and skill... Wait.
What's even the point of adding new stuff to the game if it's shutting down on March 12th? That's less than a week now, isn't it? Isn't that like this weekend? That's like this weekend. Like, what is even the point of adding more stuff to the game? It's next Thursday. It's next Thursday. What's even the point of adding more stuff to the game? It's gonna shut down anyway.
Wait, why would you, like, you... What are you doing? Why? Full patch notes are coming. You guys had a year-long roadmap, though. Literally, what the fuck was the point of this game? You're not even going to entertain the thought that it could be salvaged. Like,
you know why it can't be salvaged? It can't be salvaged because they're not making any money. That's why. It's just like, I feel like what High Guard is Concord 2.0, but everyone was bitching and complaining and moaning that Concord was what you had to pay for Concord. So what happened was this game was going to be like the predecessor to Concord. It was going to be the proof that it was because you had to pay for it. That's the reason why it didn't go over so well. Well, this one was free, and it's still dead a week later.
No Man's Sky, that's insane. Well, it's because they're cooked. That's the reason. High Guard, dude, PC Gamer, High Guard didn't flop. Trilogia Concord. Gentlemen, we are
I don't know if Marathon's going to be part of that anymore. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if Marathon's going to be part of that. I don't know. To me, honestly, I think it is. I think Marathon's going to be next on the chopping block. But with so many big YouTubers either being paid to push it or just in general, I don't know. I don't know if Marathon's going to be part of that. I haven't played it. I won't play it. I don't play multiplayer online only slops. I don't do it for like sanity reasons. I just don't know.
of 3. Marathon is the final key. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. They're refunding purchases? No, I don't think
I
that's
do.
it.
I want Marathon to get canceled. I do. I want them to shut that studio down. I want them all to lose their jobs. They don't deserve to have jobs. They stole artwork from people on Instagram, social media. As far as I'm concerned, that studio needs to be shut down. Bungie needs to go.
Not even trying to fix your game is insane work. What a joke of a game. Even bigger joke of a developers. Huge L. Sources tell me High Guard is stable. Please, God. The Chuds win again. Bro, like they knew. Please don't refund.
Well, my favorite thing is that they seem to think that they were review bombed. When was the last time you ever clicked on a game and like looked at the reviews? I've never done that. I usually go to YouTube and I look and see what people are saying about it on YouTube or Twitter. Or Twitch, I mean, not Twitter, Twitch. That's where I get my information from. And I get my information based on that because there are people that I watch that play games that I like to play. So if they like the game, typically I'll like the game. If they don't like the game, well, sucks to suck. Like, it's not rocket science. When was the last time anyone's ever clicked on a game and looked at the review? I do that for maybe movies, and I find that to be a bad idea because, and let me tell you why, what other people like is not necessarily what you'll like. But if you watch somebody on a daily basis, and you know what they like based on what they play, and they say they like something, and then you play it and you like it, you know for a fact that if they like something, you'll like it too. But when you go to a website, and you see people playing this game and leaving a bad review, I can't go based on that. You know why? Because I don't know them. I don't know what their tastes are. Fuck, I don't know. I can't go based on a review on a website. That's why I typically don't look at reviews on Rotten Tomatoes or anything like that. Because how can I relate to that? I can't. But if I watch a streamer that I watch daily, every day, I'm going to be able to relate to that. Like,
money to the people that bought skins, they deserve to lose their money. All right, we're going to have to agree with that one. Marathon is going to be fine, Zach. Chill. All right. At least we have the memes. It's sad. It's Kermit with his pants off. What about the people that spent money on High Guard? Any mentions of refunding all of the people? Well, gentlemen, now we know. After this, I'm good off of video games. Oh, this guy's crying. He's upset. These people made a great game. I guess you get more views.
Bro, so even if the gameplay is amazing, let's say the gameplay is the best gameplay you've ever had in your entire life. Sure. The skins are the sickest skins you've ever had in your entire life. Yeah, they're so cool. They're so badass. What game is there to play? You have one game mode. One. There's no team deathmatch. There's no free-for-all. No capture the flag. No king of the hill. Nothing. Your only objective is to take a big-ass battering ram over to the enemy's base, break down the shield, get killed a few dozen times with no limit, and then shut off some batteries. That takes literally not even 30 minutes. That's the whole game. What game is there to play?
If you say it's trash like everyone, SMH, what has video gaming come to? Like, dude, imagine they came out with Titanfall 3. I bet there still be people crying.
I love Titanfall 2. I never played the first one because it was online only. The campaign for Titanfall 2 is so fucking amazing. Oh my god, hands down, the best storyline I think I may have ever played. I loved Titanfall 2's main campaign. It was so fucking cool. I enjoyed the shit out of that game.
Sucks?
No, Titanfall 2 never got the love it deserved, ever. Now, Titanfall, I've seen, I used to stay with a friend, and he played the shit out of that game, bro. He played that game religiously. If you got into Titanfall or Titanfall 2, you could not go wrong with those games. Like, his was the multiplayer aspect, because he loves multiplayer games. Mine was the single-player aspect. And dude, they hit the nail on the head with both. I was thoroughly impressed with Titanfall Studio. I was. But what the fuck is this, man?
I want to refer you all back to the comment that I've made about medieval peasants. Go back 1,000 years to the year 1026. And imagine if you gave all of the peasants and all of the villages and all of the townships and all of the feudal little castle systems, and you gave every single one of them a smartphone, and you let them tap out their opinions on the world. You'd get Pirate King Joy Boy. That's who you'd get.
All right, let's move on. Let me double check and make sure we don't have any other gaming or anything else like that. We're moving into the politics now. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, here we go. Let the fun begin. We got to get back down to the trenches today, boys.
I totally forgot about this. Okay. I was going to see if there's a longer clip of this. I guess we'll go.
Mark Rutte.
Has anyone else been seeing the meme of like, it's like Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, and they're asking them what they would do with the Irans, and they're just like, no. And they're like, that's what you would say to the Iranian people, the Iran government. And they're like, yeah, no. And then Trump was like, I'm gonna bomb the shit out of them.
He's fantastic.
Bro literally did what he said he was gonna do.
But some of the European, like Spain, has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain.
Oh, I'm so excited for Crimson Desert. I'm so hyped for Crimson Desert. If Crimson Desert is either going to be one of two things, it's going to be another Mind's Eye or it's going to be another Skyrim. But I will say that there is 5 years worth of development that has gone into Crimson Desert. I know for a fact that's what's been going on with Crimson Desert. So there's a good chance, there's a very, very good chance that Crimson Desert is going to be like Skyrim. I'm super hyped. And it comes out this month, too, to boot.
Spain. Good. First of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases. And that's all right, we could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it.
All right.
Nobody's going to tell us not to use it, but we don't have to. But they were unfriendly, and so I told him we don't want to. Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%. I don't think
What the fuck are they in NATO for then?
I was wondering that. Like, let's be honest here. The Americans are mostly funding NATO. They have the most percentage of NATO, like paid percent of NATO. I'm tired of all these people who call themselves our allies not doing and helping America when we need them, like what's going on right now with Iran. If we came to your rescue in World War I and World War II, you're obligated, motherfucker. Whether you like it or not, you're obligated. Because if it had not been for America stepping in, your ass would be German. And a lot of these people seem to forget that.
agreed to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So
What the fuck?
we're going to cut off all trade with Spain. We don't want anything to do with Spain.
Like, why wouldn't you want to be allied with America? That makes no sense to me. I mean, I get so the UK's got a rough patch. Let's be honest here. They're being overthrown by by their immigrants at this point. I feel so bad for the people of the UK that have a brain cell. I do. I feel so bad for those people because they're being oppressed by their own government, much like Iran, but not the same. Obviously not the same. But whenever you lock up these immigrants that are committing these heinous crimes and then you just let them go back into the community, I don't understand that. It's kind of like what was going on here and what's still kind of happening here in America is that the elected officials are actively going against their own citizens to import a bunch of people so they can just score votes off the illegals and keep them on welfare. I just don't get that, man. Like, what the hell is wrong with it's because their shit what they're running on is so garbage that the only way they can procure votes is from importing people because their policies are just trash.
Damn, fucking finally.
And I'm not, by the way, I'm not happy with the UK either.
Yeah, true. Fuck them.
That island that you read about, the lease.
That's right. Rupert needs to save them. Man, Rupert looks like, dude, I look forward to seeing Rupert Lowe get into office. I do. I hope he gets it.
He made it for whatever reason. He made a lease.
But that's Britain, though. That's not necessarily all of UK.
Island. Somebody came and took it away from them, and it's taken.
Go take their shit.
3-4 days for us to work out where we can land. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours.
Imagine not helping your ally whenever they're trying to stop a country that's attempting to become a nuclear power and destabilize the entire world. Imagine not wanting them to use your air bases. It's insane, that type of a fucking betrayal. Meanwhile, we've got Qatar and Saudi Arabia going to bat for us. We've got Japan going to bat for us. And then you've got fucking these clowns that don't want to do anything. The fuck is this? We gotta put pressure on them. You can't let this happen. That's a betrayal.
I agree.
So we're
like, if you're supposed to be part of NATO and your biggest ally is over there trying to take over or overthrow a regime that just genocided 32,000 people in Iran, your ass needs to be front and center. We shouldn't even have to ask you. You should just do it. I mean, like, let's be honest here.
This is
total betrayal.
Not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with. Work out where we can land there. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours.
Oh, no.
So we are very surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're so dumb, bro. Sorry for my continent. They can use Romanian bases if they want to. I don't know why this is happening. Like, and I do know why. Honestly, I do. But like, this is it. And dude, no, that's wrong. The UK didn't say you can't use the air bases. The UK were just retards and gave away their own air bases. Look up the Chago stuff. It's not
I think NATO is cooked. At this point, like, America has the biggest military. If anything, we should be the leaders of NATO. And we should be making the other countries pay us to be a part of NATO as like a protection, kind of like a bouncer at a bar. That's what should be happening. There's no reason for us to be paying some other country. Like, we have the biggest military. We have the most technologically advanced military. There's no reason why we should be paying into some weird pot that everyone else is paying into whenever we're the ones that have to step in and get anything solved because all the other countries are too busy sitting there twiddling their fucking thumbs to get involved with something like what happened in Iran. Like, we shouldn't even be over there yet. We have to solve it because nobody else wants to. It's bullshit. These people are so crazy that they struck France. They sent a missile over to France, and now France is involved. They didn't even have anything to do with this shit.
Being anti-USA, it's the UK being self-retarded. Spain is the main bad actor, right? They are, but I did really dislike the idea of the UK going out and then saying that no, we're not involved, because I think again they're just trying to maintain their radical Islamist voters that are already in the UK. That's the reason why I think they did it, and it has nothing to do with whether something is the right thing to do or not. It has to do with them trying to maintain those voters. I'll see if there's any more of these that have happened, right? Because we are waiting to see if there's anything else that's going on. I'm trying to keep up with everything, and it's hard to do so, but we're doing our best. UK is compromised. Yeah, I think that they kind of are too, and it seems kind of obvious that they are. And Portugal confirmed today support of the USA. Really? Well, fucking based. Spain's government is like their Democratic Party. They're unpopular. They lost 40% of the votes, not counting this fiasco. I mean, you've got to hold those people accountable eventually, right? What is this, Trump, Iran? Let me see if I can find the different things about this. Yeah, here.
First, they were going to attack if we didn't do it.
To launch these strikes against Iran, did that pull the United States?
This is that bullshit from earlier. We saw this part.
You see, we were having negotiations with these lunatics, and it was.
I'm so happy we have a president that just says it, dude. Even Marco Rubio calls them terrorists, and it's like, dude, like, what else are they? That's what they are. They're just saying what these people are, just because everyone else is too fucking scared to say it. I'm so happy that they're just saying it.
Opinion that they were going to attack first. They were going to attack if we didn't.
It's obvious they were. Well, they were probably just gonna wait and see. But it's a good thing that America struck when it did, because we managed to wipe out like 9 leaders. So
if they could, they would.
Going to attack first. I felt strongly about that, and
no, they definitely were.
Great negotiators, great people that do this very successfully, and have done it all their lives very successful. And based on the way the negotiation was going, I think they were going to attack first, and I didn't want that to happen. So if anything, I might have forced Israel's hand, but Israel was ready, and we were ready, and
Israel's been wanting this for a long time. So I mean, it's kind of crazy that even China is backing this. China is backing this. Japan is really on board with this.
We've had a very, very powerful impact because virtually everything they have has been knocked out now. Their missile count is going way down.
And I could see why China would back this, because, I mean, like, no one wants to do business with these people, man. Just imagine how much money they were forcing China to pay because they knew that they were their biggest, like, resource. It sucks. No one wants to do business with these people, but when you don't have a choice, then you have to wheel and deal where you can wheel and deal.
Amazingly,
it seems pretty obvious that they're gassed out if they're not shooting as many missiles at Israel. Like, there's like a tracker here that I've been keeping up with, and it looks like there's nothing here. Has declared another all clear. There it is. It's not happening. And the other missiles, we haven't even seen a single one hit.
They're hitting countries that were, let's call them neutral, right? They lived together for a long time. I think they were surprised. I was surprised. I think and now those countries are all fighting against them and fighting strongly against them. Someday they'll write a story and they'll say why they did that, but they hit countries that had nothing to do with what's going on. They were sort of leaving everything alone. All of a sudden they had missiles shot in, which shows you the level of evil that we're dealing with. They'll hit people.
I don't think it's necessarily evil. I think they're a chicken that's gotten their head cut off. They're running around. They don't know what to do. They're flailing, dude. They know they're cooked. They just don't know where You know what? What if the American strike that started all of this disoriented them so hard, it gave them straight up confusion. They don't know where it came from, and they don't know, they don't understand how one country was able to do that, so they thought maybe that it was a whole bunch of different countries, but it was just us that, like, mowed over their entire everything on the land, and they thought that it was all these different countries. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they thought that it was like everyone all at once, but it was just us. It was us. It was America.
We're actually at least somewhat friendly, and they had no problems with it. Also hitting only civilian places, hotels and apartment buildings, and we're hitting them where it is much more appropriate. We're hitting them very hard, and the big scale hitting goes now. They no longer have air protection. They no longer have any detection facilities at all left.
I'm not going to sign up for the military because I'm 31 years old and I was a firefighter. I've done my service. No, thank you.
So they're gonna be in for a lot of hurt. These are bad people. These are people that killed. I guess it's 35,000. It's coming out 35,000.
Probably more
over the last 3 weeks. Protesters, 35,000 violently killed. So these are bad people, and the leader of the pack is gone. And as you know, 49 people were taken out in the first hit, and I guess there was another hit today on the new leadership, and it looks like that was pretty substantial also. So they're getting hit very hard, and we'll see what happens. A lot of people are coming forward. A lot of the people you would least suspect want to quit. They want to have immunity. They're asking for immunity, and probably at some point they'll be dropping, as you would say, laying down their guns. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, we're just continuing to go forward. Our military is the #1 in the world by far, and we are, everything's big in my book. Venezuela was big, this is big, the original hit, Midnight Hammer was big. Everything you view is big.
Yeah.
But, it's not considered very big by some standards, by some of our standards. We have a military like no other military that's ever been built.
There's never been a bigger military. So we have somebody, an arguer, a disagreeer. What is this here? I'll pull this person up. Follow you on. And last year, that's cute. Why would they? Why do these people ask military questions?
Well, I don't know if there's a worst case. We have them very much.
Do you think they're going to say what the worst case scenario is?
Militarily, from the military standpoint, they're still lobbing some missiles. At some point, they won't even be able to do that because we're hitting all of their.
I'm honestly kind of surprised they're still doing that. With how many of these missile trucks that I've seen on the news, like how many of these things I've seen all over across the internet, of them being just blown up, being like deleted out of the sky. I'm like, the precision that the United States military is using on these vehicles to make sure that no Iranian citizens get struck by these strikes is insanity, and it's a beautiful thing. If you haven't seen any of the missile strikes, it's very impressive to watch. It really is. It's a thing of beauty.
All of their missile stock.
They're being like surgically removed out of the country.
Built up all these missiles over the last few years. They had a lot of them. They've shot a lot of them, and we're knocking out a lot.
That's good.
I guess the worst case would be we do this, and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Right?
Yeah, you know what happens? You just bomb the shit out of them again.
All right.
We don't want that to happen. That would probably be the worst. You go through this, and then in 5 years you realize you put somebody in who was no better.
Yep.
So we'd like to see somebody in there that's going to bring it back for the people. And we'll see what happens with the people. You know, they have their chance. And we've said don't do it yet. If you're going to go out and protest, don't do it yet. It's very dangerous out there. A lot of bombs are being dropped.
Yeah,
but
I bet.
I would say that would be about the worst.
Do you have someone in mind right now? Because you said all the people you have in mind have been taken out. What do you think?
Well, most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, you know, we had some in mind from that group that is dead.
That are roaching out?
And now we have another group that
All right. Robert, you're going to the shadow realm. God and the Fish been on the channel for as long as I can remember. If God and the Fish got a problem with you, man, you gone. I don't know what to tell you.
They may be dead also.
Should have done it.
Based on reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming.
If you get banned on the thing, you're permanently banned. I remove your ability to view anything on the channel. You're cooked. Like,
so we're not going to know anybody.
Stop being stupid.
But we have.
Yes, sir.
Venezuela was.
Why can't we all just be nice?
Because we did the attack, and we.
I typically don't like banning people because this seems like the only place where you can force people to get into a debate and not resort to throwing hands, as it were. But some people are just stupid.
Government
they just don't understand it. Now, I'm not going to debate anybody, but if you guys want to have your little debates in chat, try to keep it friendly.
Oh, it's a small goal. There's one guy.
Yeah, just chill out, man. Chill out.
Good. We have the whole chain of command, and they've been
Marco Rubio.
The relationship's been great.
And I hate to break it to anybody that's like, but you're not the expert. Unless you're working with Donald Trump, you know as much as I do. Neither one of us is a fucking expert. Okay? That's just how it is. If you were an expert, you wouldn't be down here with the peasants. You would be up working with the presidency. Okay?
100 million barrels of oil already. And a big part of that goes to them, and a big part goes to us. And it's been great. We paid for the war many times over, and we're going to be running the oil. And Venezuela is going to make more money than they ever made, and that's great for the people. The relationship has been great. It's been seamless.
Wow.
Nobody's actually ever seen anything like it.
Still dying like dogs in Iran? Yeah, they squat. They getting a lot of them.
If you look
Can't
at
compare
Iraq,
Venezuela to Iran.
Where very stupidly...
Iran has religious zealotry behind it. I think religious zealotry falls apart whenever you're faced with certain death. I think that's what happens. Like,
I mean, like, you could only be... You have so many people in Iran. I'm sure that at some point, the next person that gets in line after they see the, remains of their fallen leader is going to be like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not. What do you want? That's exactly, like, you can only bomb somebody so many times before the next person in line is like, yeah, I'm going to live today, so what do you want?
The idea that, they're religious zealots, like, you can't stop them. If you kill enough of them, they'll stop.
Yeah.
They always do.
Everybody was fired. The generals...
And you see... And you have to realize that with how many of the Iran, of these, army people that are Iranian that have been killed, we've lost 4 troops. 4. Like, there's no point where you're going to look at this and be like, okay... We're winning. Yeah, guys, we're doing it. Like,
again, no,
come on.
Doesn't. Okay, all right. You're gonna see this happen.
Like, they either conform, or there will be nobody left to conform. Like,
already seeing IRGC defecting over. Again, a lot of people like the idea of being a martyr. They like the fantasy of being a martyr. But then whenever they see everybody else being killed around them and they see them, like, their body just evaporated.
Yeah, exactly. No, like, that's how it was in Japan. Why do you think Japan is our biggest ally? What better way to make sure that the next time a nuke is dropped, that it's not on you? Why do you think Japan is so damn like, hell yeah, America, we're with you no matter what? It's because they're fucking terrified. They're fucking terrified. And you know what? When you see your family member get vaporized in front of you, when you see shadows on the ground that were left over from the bombs that were dropped, you'd be pretty fucking scared too. That's terrifying. Even back then, we had technology that terrified the world. Just imagine what we have now. Even the people at the Maduro security, they were terrified of what we had. You don't know what the fuck we have. We don't even know what the fuck we have, okay? Only the military does. And only certain branches of the military do.
Probably going to think about it differently. And if you don't believe me about this, Give it a few days, and you'll see this happen.
Were fired. The military was fired. The police were fired. The fire departments were fired.
Just wait.
And
Japan, World War II. Yep, there it is.
All of the government workers were fired. So after, people would call, they had no idea.
Is that how
By the
mortality
way,
works?
ISIS
It does.
was formed. That's where ISIS came from. All of the fired people. We don't believe in that. So we'll
the
see
Taliban
what
still
happens.
attacking you 20 years later? It's different Taliban.
First, we have to finish off the military.
Oh yeah, this is the crown. Yeah, like the exiled, son of the Shah.
See, some people like him, and we haven't been thinking about too much about that. It would seem to me that somebody from within maybe would be more appropriate. I've said that. He looks like a very nice person.
So they might actually have him come in.
It would seem to me that somebody that's there, that's currently popular, if there's such a person.
Yeah.
But we have people like that. We have people that were more moderate.
Watch we fuck around and do this. And then whenever the guy that gets in charge follows everything to a T, and then they get a new leader, and it goes right back to the way it was before.
These were radical lunatics, and you know what they get? They get nothing. All they do is kill.
They can keep killing hardliners until a more friendly person gets in power. Absolutely, 100%. That should absolutely 100% be the strategy. You keep killing them until you get a person in there that you will do business with. They say,
I feel like one of two things should happen. And this is not a Band-Aid compared, like, I feel like this is just a Band-Aid. Even us bombing the shit out of them is just a Band-Aid. What should happen is you take Iran, and or Iran, or whatever you want to say, and you tell them that if you have the same kind of leadership that you had prior to us bombing the shit out of you, you need to allow your citizens to own firearms. So that way, if they have to do another protest and they start, killing civilians again, they can have some form of defense. Or they have a diplomacy. They have not a diplomacy, a democracy. They have a democracy. Either one. But what for sure can't happen is another one of these crazy radicalist leaders that are murderers to be in charge again. They can't have this.
all right, are you going to work with us and surrender? No? All right, you're dead. Then do it again.
Yep.
And you do this over and over, and you roll the dice enough times, and you're going to get one of them that will surrender. I guarantee it. They will stop respawning.
People.
Well, they have the Iranian people that are also against them, too. Like, it's not just the other people of the world that are against them. They have the Iran people that are tired of their shit. So, I mean, this was a pot that's been boiling over for a long time. It's finally ran out of water. The eggs are starting to pop inside of the pot now. So, like, no shit, this was going to happen.
That's how it works.
You've asked, not your turn. Not your turn, please.
Well, what absolute retard take? I'm telling you, just wait and see. Just wait and see.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you bomb enough of these people, then they're going to come to terms with reality. They are.
Son celebrating. Okay, I'll watch.
Hold on.
Watch the original clip and then I'll look at Kasan's response, okay? So Kasan is an Iranian streamer, and I'll keep this open. He's an Iranian streamer who made a statement about, obviously, Iran. And so Iranians around the world are celebrating. Non-Iranians who don't know shit about Iran are protesting.
Well, I love that these people that aren't Iranian, they're not only protesting against this, but they didn't even protest for, like, the people that were genocided in Iran. Like, how can you possibly protest against America's involvement in Iran, but you don't want to talk about the genocide of 32,000 people that happened literally a month ago, or like not even that long. It was like a couple weeks ago now. Like, how is it? Like, where is the disconnect here? Now you care? Why didn't you care for them prior to this?
Again,
well, I did. I talked about it. I talked about how fucking shit this was, and Trump should go over there and bomb the shit out of them. Like,
and so good.
I don't even care that it's Trump. It could have been anybody. Could have been anybody that was the president. I don't care as long as the job gets done.
Free Iran, and based on the comments, I'm a hypocrite for speaking on Iran as an Iranian with a family in Iran, that a dictator tyrant leader is now dead that killed hundreds of thousands of innocent Iranians, and that we all wanted peace and freedom. Logging off. Exactly. You have absolute terrorist supporters. Free Iran. Fuck the tyrant regime. This is about freedom. There it is. So this is fucking based, by the way. Absolutely fucking based. And
see, I think the issue is that there's just too many people that aren't willing to just say it. Just say it. Just say the issue. Like, and that's kind of what strength looks like. And Trump does that a lot. His entire administration does that. JD Vance does it like that. For an example, whenever JD Vance went down in Minneapolis to talk to the police force there, and then everything got solved, everything got fixed, and he went out and did that press conference where he completely demolished the press and just straight up said it. Same thing with Marco Rubio in the press conference with this whole incident. He just says it. He's like, yeah, we did it because we knew they were going to do it to us, so we did it first. Like, It's not complicated. If you're going to do something, don't be a pussy about it. Just say you're going to do it. Straight up. I don't understand. Like, whenever you're running the country, you have to have a certain level of honesty and just, I guess, masculinity to just say what you want. Because if you sit there and you don't tell people what you want or what you're going to do, then they, this has happened for how many administrations? They're going to not take you serious anymore. And now that there's a president that's willing to do what it takes, and he says what he's going to do, and they're not believing him, and he does it, it's that little bell or that red flag in the back of your head that says, this guy is serious, maybe I shouldn't fuck around with this guy.
People are sad that they're terrorists.
And that's how it should be. Every president we get should be like that. Not necessarily a left or a right, but somebody that says they're going to do something, and then fucking does it, and doesn't waste 4 years of time.
Terrorist leader is dead. Well, let me go back. I'll watch this and see what's being said.
So, Faze Kason said, good riddance, free Iran. Respectfully, you don't understand shit about this. You are fully brainwashed if you think this is good for Iran. Dark times are coming ahead. So you support genocide? How is this not good for Iran?
This guy systematically kills 30,000 of his own people. This guy gets killed. This random Twitter account says, no, that's bad.
Like, this is so stupid. When people say, the Twitter's like, you say, hey, don't eat apples. And they're like, what, so you just want to shove a banana in your ass? It's like, that's not what I said. Do you know who that man is and what he did to Iran, what he did to innocents?
Yes.
Yeah, Kason.
What did he do?
Kason. If you don't see the bigger picture going on, obviously he's not perfect.
True. So true.
Yeah,
I completely agree. He's not perfect. Absolutely.
But saying this is as stupid as, like you could say that about any politician right now. Like people who get killed when they're in charge, especially in a time of war like this, right? Like, yeah, he's not a perfect leader, but what is the bigger picture going on? Why are they attacking Iran?
Because Iran's making nuclear weapons, and
this has been going on for 50 years. This is that old saying, you could make a product and make millions off of it, and no matter how good the product is, you're never going to make everyone happy. This is a exact recreation of that. No matter what that product does, it's never going to make everybody happy. Never. Why do you think there are 7 different types of milk out there? Why do you think there are hundreds of thousands of different types of shoes? Why do you think there are like hundreds of different ways to shave your face? You're never going to make everyone happy. And the thing is when it comes to war, if you have these people that aren't happy about it, good. Be unhappy about it. No one cares. Because the people that want to be liberated, They're the ones who we should take into account whenever we're bombing the shit out of a place. Why do you think they're doing such a small tactical pinpoint strike on all these locations? It's to make sure that none of these civilians get hurt. They're taking out a lot of military targets. Why do you think, as somebody that is, I believe this is Sneeko, he said that the supreme leader that's now dead, Al-Khamenei, who's now dead, is getting his 32 virgins and wherever the fuck he's at, right? But it's like, you realize that this man allowed a genocide of 32,000 people, and you don't want to hold somebody like that accountable for anything? And that's just what we've heard. Once this is over, we will get a more accurate count of how many of those protesters were actually killed.
They told the envoy from America that they have enough uranium to make 11 nuclear weapons, and they've been funding terrorist organizations that have killed Americans all over the fucking region for the last 30 years. And they chant death to America. That would be, I think that's kind of reasonable. Okay.
Are you that stupid to think that they tried to kill Khamenei, and if he is really dead, this is true, that this is about the protesters or the innocent Iranians, you stupid idiot?
It's a benefit. It's definitely a benefit. And I think that if the Iranians were not as openly protesting and as angry at the regime as they are, I think that Trump might not have actually done this. There's a good chance he might not have done this. I think the Iranian people being angry and raiding and asking for regime change out there in the streets. Like, think about how bad your country has to be that you are getting bombed by a foreign power, and you have people out there in the streets celebrating, cheering, while they're watching the smoke go up from their leader being killed. Think about how bad that has to be.
This is about greater Israel and getting rid of their last threat in the Middle East. Finishing the job that they've been doing for the past 30 years. Destabilizing Libya, Yemen, Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, every surrounding nation with missiles pointed, with their targets pointing right at Israel.
Even if all of this is true, it has nothing to do with Iran's strategic risk to America. This has nothing to do with it. Whether this is in Israel's benefit or not doesn't have anything to do whether it's in America's benefit.
Why do you think back whenever Cuba had ICBMs, they did everything they could to make sure that the Cubans didn't have ICBMs? It's the same difference. People that are not, number one, not our allies, and even if they are, if they're making more nukes, if there is a country that doesn't have nukes and they're making nukes, we should do everything we can to prevent that. We don't need more people with nukes. Why do you think we're screwing around with Russia? It's because they have nukes and we're being forced to come to the table with Russia. We're being forced to. We don't have a choice because they have nuclear weapons. Otherwise, we would have ended the Russian ordeal with the Ukraine probably the first year. It's obvious why we're doing that.
Iran's the last one. They're the last one. What does Trump keep repeating? And we'll watch the speech in a second. He says, Iran should not have a nuclear weapon. And then Israel has nukes. Israel has the Samson option.
Israel already had nukes. Israel's had nukes for years. We can't change that. But we can prevent more countries from getting nukes.
The option, Israel right now, this is part of their doctrine, where they say if anti-Semitism gets too strong, they can bomb the whole world.
Don't tell me. Do you really have a Samson option? Do you really have a Samson option fucking button?
Believes that it's about, oh no, free Iran. Marco Rubio is saying that.
Yeah, I think that, saying that, the thing is that saying that it's in Israel's best interest isn't an argument against it.
Rubio is saying, free the people of
Iran. You know
Iran.
who else's best interest it is? France. Because they got fucking missile struck by Iran. Big surprise, France is sending over a aircraft carrier. Huh. I wonder why France would be. Maybe it's in France's best interest. I love how because Israel is involved, it's all about Israel. Jesus, man. They couldn't find anything to bitch about whenever it came to Venezuela and Maduro, so that shit fell apart quick. But man, they sure gonna find something to bitch about when it comes to this, right?
What does Mark Rubio, this Cuban-American guy, give a fuck about Iran?
Because he's American, that's why. He cares about Iran because the president cares about Iran. And he's falling in line because it's the chain of command. That's why. Duh. Typically, if you're part of chain of command, if the president cares about something, well, guess what? That's going to be your priority.
Well, because he's the Secretary of State and he has to deal with it if they cause problems. Like, obviously. Marco Rubio 10 years ago was talking about Iran.
Pete Hegseth faking bench pressing the Secretary of War. What does he care about the free people of Iran?
Because it takes. Well, what do you mean? Why would the Secretary of War care about this? It's simple. Because
it's a fucking war. Duh.
The country is not trying.
Man, we need to get back to the time where the president had more power, and if the president said jump, you need to ask how fucking high. Seriously, this is bullshit. This is the whole reason why our country can't get shit solved. This is the reason why we in turmoil.
Kill the people in his military, it makes his job easier, right? Like, if you can neutralize a foreign military that's causing you problems, then, yeah, obviously that's a benefit. Like, yeah, duh, of course. I don't know why, like, yeah, that's his job. Like, wouldn't you want to neutralize a military that has said that they want to destroy the country? Like, you're put in charge of the Department of War, and you're not going to try to get rid of the country that says death to the country that you're part of? Like, I don't even understand this logic at all. Like,
I'm not 100% sure how he has a platform. I think he was permabanned on Twitch, but he recently, this past year, got his account unsuspended. Ever since then, he's been more of a good boy, so it's okay to have different views. It is. There's nothing wrong with that. It becomes a problem when you start advocating for violence, death, obviously, but whenever you have an opposing opinion, that's never a bad thing. That's the integrity of democracy as we know it. It becomes a problem when you've got these people making up false narratives that are trying to run the country. That's when it becomes a problem.
Obviously, that's the case.
People in America aren't free, and then now they care.
Of course they're free. People in America are absolutely...
You know how you know they're free? Because you're sitting there condemning what the president is doing, and you're not dead. That's how you know you're free. You're not in jail. That's how you know you're free. I think they should be stricter. I think that if you personally threaten somebody or make a threat to somebody online, the FBI needs to go to your house and arrest your ass because you shouldn't be threatening anybody. That's not freedom of speech. Now, if you want to tell somebody to fuck off, that's different. But at the same time, you're free because you are able to sit there and do what you're doing.
Free. This is the type of, again...
You can't even do that. If you were to walk outside in Iran as a woman and you didn't have a hijab on, you would be arrested. And who knows what would happen to you once you got... Well, I mean, I know, but I'm not going to say it. You would be arrested, put in jail, and probably dead by the end of a year. There would definitely be way more in between that, but I'm not going to say. And that's the fact of the matter, is that you don't know what real oppression and lack of freedom looks like because you're so privileged, you've never had to experience it. And that's where a lot of these people falter.
This is the type of slop commentary that I see constantly. People in America aren't free. If you are trying to draw any sort of a parallel between the freedom, opportunity, and possibilities of what somebody can be in their life versus an Iranian and an American, you are being so delusional, I do not even know what to say. Like, these are people who, they get beaten for not wearing a headscarf.
Yeah.
They can't play music in public, as far as I know.
They can't own a dog. If you get caught with a dog, you could end up in jail for a year. It's illegal to own a dog.
There's all kinds of crazy risks and fucking, they have a curfew. Like,
I've heard stories of people getting arrested and ending up spending a year in jail because they were out past curfew. And that was after they beat the shit out of him.
Insane. Like, how can you even possibly compare these two things as if there's any sort of equivalence at all? It's absolutely, like, you have them literally, they're firing guns right now at people that are just speaking out their window. They're shooting up at apartment buildings, residential apartment buildings, for people yelling anti-regime slogans. This is nothing even remotely close to America. It's not even in the same universe.
About the sovereignty of Iranian citizens? Wake up, dum-dum. Free Iran! So easy to brainwash.
I don't understand, like, what part of America isn't free? I guess that instead of, like, having that rebuttal, I should just be asking, well, if it's not free, maybe you can elaborate why it's not free. Why is it not free? How, in your mind, have you determined that it's not free? That's honestly what I should be asking, huh?
The only argument that Sneeko made in this is that it's in the best interest of Israel, which means that it's wrong. Like, that's the only actual argument that he's made in this entire video. There's no real, like, discussion beyond that. It's just Israel is bad, and because Israel is bad, then going after Iran is bad. I think that's very reductive. I don't know why that would happen. So Kason responded to this. He said, "Who are you to say what's best for Iran? Insulting me and calling me a stupid..." Oh, here we go. It's another one. Well, let me finish this and then we'll look at the bombs. Calling me a stupid idiot who's speaking out for his country and family, who's been suffering in Iran for decades.
I think he's Muslim. I'm not sure, though.
Israel? All Iranians wanted was peace and freedom. Suffered for decades. The people of Iran are celebrating right now in Iran for a reason. What the fuck would you know about living there or what's best for Iranians? I've lost family.
It's just like Venezuela. They had protesters that were protesting in New York over the capture of Maduro, and then they had counter-protesters that were actual Venezuelans asking them, "Who are you to tell me what's good for my own country?" How, as an American, can you possibly know what they're going through when you're so privileged that you say that you're not free in the freest country in the world? We have the most privileges out of any other country in the world, and you're still saying, like, I'm sorry that you can't get a gun and go out and shoot somebody. That's not freedom, that's chaos. There's a difference. Like, what more freedom do you want? You can burn the American flag to an extent, but it does incite a riot. It does. That's what it does. It's bad. Like, I don't understand. I just don't get this mentality.
I'm not even going to insult you or go back and forth. By the way, I'm Iranian and I chose to speak up. Yes, exactly. I am so glad to see this. These are the same people saying it to Venezuelans as well. Yes, okay. Is there another one?
But you didn't see any of these motherfuckers bitching and complaining whenever there was an actual genocide. Let me be very clear. An actual genocide going on in the Iran government. Like, where were these people at then? You can't tell me you give a shit whenever they're killing 32,000 people.
Check. Kason talked about it on his stream. Let me take a look at this and see it. Give me 1 second. Let me check this real quick before I get into this. Are there more bombs? Yeah, oh, here it is. It's one alert. Oh, this is a pretty small one. Okay, I'll just keep...
Let me explain to you what I've noticed about the internet and just everyone.
This is the guy that made the post. This is the guy that we've been that was on the Twitter and talking about it, and then the Sneeko, had that counter argument. This is that guy.
That have been against Iran, the Free Iran movement. I just want to say something to you guys. Okay? All of you who are against this movement are worshiping essentially and defending a devil. A man who not only was murdering women every single day for not covering their faces and their heads. You guys know that, right?
He's a nutball.
You guys know that, right? This man would murder and kill women who would not cover their faces and their heads. Just one more time. This man would murder women who, if they left their house, had to cover their face, and their heads, or they would be killed. You guys are defending.
He's not perfect,
You guys are defending this person.
He's not perfect.
And
Nobody's
you guys make
perfect.
it about America and Israel. Brother, if New Zealand went and freed Iran, we would all be praising New Zealand.
Exactly.
If Finland went and freed Iran, we would all say, God bless you, Finland. But you guys are making this about Israel and America when all Iranians wanted was to be freed by this fucking lunatic maniac who would murder people for no reason.
He's Iranian. He fled his own country. His family's still there.
Do understand that, right? This, if you're Iranian, this has nothing to do with Israel and America. This has nothing to do, it just has everything to do with a fucking country that fell apart and became a
See, this is the difference when moral posturing and virtue signaling is oppositional to virtue. This is what happens.
Demonic
is you end up on the side of somebody who systematically kills their own people.
Government who would murder innocent people. There was 30,000 people, 20,000, 40,000, however much, who were protesting against this man, and he killed them. And
we have Jay the Bard in chat. My uncle found out that a family friend in Iran who was 66 years old, who was just taking care of his mother, was shot in the head for going out past curfew.
Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
40,000, however much, who were protesting against this man.
A friend in Iran who was 66 years old, who was just taking care of his mother, was shot in the head for going out past curfew.
God damn.
That's what you're defending. That's what you're trying to say, oh no, it's Israel, 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 Israel.
You know what he did?
Jesus
I couldn't even
Christ,
talk
I'm
to my
sorry,
family
Jay.
in Iran because he shut out the fucking internet and the phone lines. You couldn't even speak. I couldn't even speak to my family.
Yep.
I couldn't even speak to my family. This man was killing people and we can't even talk. We can't even
Don't want to call you brainwashed. It's like laggy.
Religion. Nothing. Brother, this is literally bigger than just religion. This is a man, a sick fucking government who destroyed an incredible country.
They did.
And you guys sit there behind your keyboards and your phones and keep believing what all these fucking people are saying about whatever the Iranians right now are celebrating. Sure, maybe 10% of them are fucking worship this fucking devil.
Yeah, sure,
Majority of Iran are celebrating this fucking man's death for a reason. And you guys are making it about Israel and America, how yo, bro, do you guys understand what Iran, you guys didn't even live there, you don't know. I have family there, I hear stories, I've been to Iran before. You guys don't even know.
That's the crazy part is like these people that haven't even been there are trying to tell someone who fled Iran how they should think and feel about their own country. It's insanity.
You know what the fuck?
And you know what's crazy is that it's not even that unheard of. What do you think is going on right now in our own country? Our own countrymen have been brainwashed to a point where they're trying to tell you that you should feel bad for being an American. You should feel bad for things that happened over 200 years ago. You should feel bad for being a patriot. You should hate your country. No, I love my country. We should all love our country. You know why? It's because of our country, we can choose to love or hate it. Openly. You should be thankful you have that viewpoint and you're able to express it. Because any other country, if you stayed out past curfew, well, natural selection would, unfortunately have its way. And it sucks, but that's how it is. And it's insane to think that these people, if they don't stop, they're going to end up putting these kind of people in power that are going to oppress them and kill them if they don't stop doing what they're doing.
Everyone just sits there and talks about whatever the thing they talk about and push some agenda.
Jesus Christ.
They're just pushing an
is
agenda,
good.
bro.
This is really good.
They're pushing an agenda.
Holy shit.
That's all it is. It's
Thank
a
God.
topic. I don't even understand. I don't even understand why people do this.
I'll explain the reason why. The reason why is that there's a lot of people who have a reductive agenda that is anti-white, anti-Christian, anti-Western. And anti-capitalist. So anything that is against those forces, they support it categorically because it's like the enemy of my enemy. So even though these people might not necessarily support Iran ideologically, because if Iran is allied against a place that they don't like America or Israel, they will look past Iranians, like being killed in order to fulfill that goal. That's the reason why. That's it. Like Trump? Yeah, exactly. Like they hate Trump so much that they don't want to see Trump get a W.
Remember, boys, it's always orange bad. Orange bad.
If Trump getting a W means that, a bunch of people aren't getting killed.
Missiles, the cruise missiles.
I just don't think I'll ever understand that.
Israelis have been very effective in taking out the missile launcher.
Okay, let's move on from this one. We got a few others that we need to cover. Oh. Let's see.
Circulating from this area of Dubai, showing that the area of the U.S. consulate in Dubai.
Here, thank you all. We're grateful for the U.S. helping us. Hopefully this evil regime falls soon. I urge you mindset of a terrorist.
It's never seen war since it's been built. Centers.
IRGC drone crashed into the U.S. consulate.
We can't watch that. We can't watch that. We can't watch that.
What is this? Yeah, man.
Nope, we can't watch that.
Jesus.
We can look at the aftermath, but we can't watch the actual,
Happen right now.
YouTube terms of service.
Shutting down? I'll look at it in a bit. So, wait a minute. I wonder, basically, they had these retards thought that it would be a good idea to get together in a building and decide who the new supreme leader is going to be. Well, you know what Israel is really good at? They're really good at intelligence. And so they found out where that building was. So this is the scattered IRGC documents marked top secret across the street. So there it is. This is the aftermath of the bombing here.
Damn, it's so over for these people. It's not even funny, dude. They're bombing buildings with top secret documents in them. They're just scattered all over the streets now. Dude, it's so over.
Man.
That's crazy.
Oh, wow.
So even where these people are trying to congregate and hide, they're bombing the shit out of.
You're fucking insane for glazing it? I'm absolutely glazing it. This is a huge Israel W. They killed a bunch of terrorists trying to elect the new terrorist leader, and now they're dead. They're not in heaven, they're in hell. They're rotting, burning in hell because...
Based. 100%. 100,000%, 100,000,000% based.
They are parasites that have taken over a country and sucked the life out of its people for 47 years. They are rotting and burning in hell. Fuck them. 0 virgins. Not 72. 0. Out of your mind. The airstrike instantly demolishes the narrative people had that Mossad hasn't totally infiltrated the Iran and IRGC. Yeah, it's totally over. Look at that. Holy shit. Maybe some blue-haired Karens with septum piercings. Well, they're the ones that are crying about it. Guys, please be a voice Iranian as much as you can. I know there's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of creators out there that try to play the easy thing. They try to say the easy thing is that, oh well, I just don't want a war and I don't support this and everything. I think that is the.
I hate to break it to you, but if we don't solve this problem right now, it's probably still going to happen to you in 30 years. If you think that it was going to stop with these people getting nukes, you're wrong. I guarantee you what would have happened is they would have slowly tried to start taking land, and it would have led to boots on the ground actual war. If you think that it was going to stop with them just getting nukes, it was only going to be the beginning. They were going to use those nukes so they could start pushing for land grabs. I guarantee you that's what was going to happen.
in my opinion, it is the most morally lazy, ethically wrong thing to do. I find it to be so pathetic. Sometimes there is a time for action, and I think that now is obviously a time for action. Crash Out Hoot, I mean, Hassan isn't one of those people. He's on the side of Iran, basically, right? I mean,
and you know what's crazy is that things really haven't changed. We had the same idiots down protesting for Vietnam. We had the same morons standing outside with signs, and they were standing out there protesting the soldiers that were returning. Big surprise, even after all this time, nothing's truly changed. You know what happened? They proliferated. That's what happened.
He always, with any issue, Hassan will always find himself on the side of Islamic terrorists. And you can take this to the bank. The next time that something like this happens, he will always find himself on the side of Islamic terrorists every single time. Why is that? I don't fucking know. But at the end of the day, that's the way his brain works. So, again, you can just wait and you'll see that every single time, every single event, every single outcome. It's going to be supporting Islamic terrorists. So, anyway, this is what happened. This is the big... they actually blew up the airport, too. They did. Jesus Christ.
No. I never said anything about protesting Vietnam was on the right or wrong side of history. I'm saying that these idiots that are protesting Iran getting their government overthrown are probably the same generation or same lineage of people that were down there protesting Vietnam. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm saying that they're dumbasses. If you don't think that for a second that Iran wouldn't try to nuke the U.S. the minute they got the ability to, you're crazy. They've openly stated they would. I mean, come on, guys.
So they shut down the airport so the roaches can't get away, right? And I think this is a very good decision.
Damn, they shut down the airports in Iran so that way all the people can't flee. The IRGC is cooked, man.
And, this is it. Has been elected as the new supreme leader of Iran. Wow. So they got this guy. How about that?
Why the fuck do they keep trying to elect a supreme leader? Iran has a prince. Iran has a fucking prince. Why are they continuing to try to elect a supreme leader? It just makes no sense to me.
We're watching a clear day decline of launches in the Islamic Republic, and only 50 missiles on day 4. I mean, if you're getting gassed out on the 4th day, this is not very good. And we'll see whether that's going to happen or not.
It's because all their shit's getting blown up. They could probably have millions of more missiles. But if your launchers keep getting blown the fuck up, you're gonna run out of launchers soon.
You look at the UK drones on Flight Tracker. I can't see that. Are the Houthis active actually? Would you expect them to be hitting ships again? No, because Iran's totally disabled, so they're not being funded. That's the whole reason why you had that happen. Oh, and this is, by the way, guys.
In a ceremony steeped in military pageantry, Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps commissioned this maritime mammoth, the Shahid Bagheri drone carrier multi-mission vessel.
Didn't they sink that already? I think that's at the bottom of the ocean now, isn't it?
Converting a bulk carrier required completely re-engineering the superstructure. This accomplishment showcases our successful development of the indigenous expertise required to execute such a complex conversion.
Is that right?
What began as a commercial vessel has been transformed through 2 years of intensive retrofitting into what Iranian commanders now call a floating fortress of drones.
You see, it's kind of funny. You can always tell which country has the better military because instead of building it from scratch, they converted it. See, if America wants to build something like this, they would just build it from scratch.
The floating fortress of drones.
Referring to this vessel as merely a drone carrier would be an understatement, as it serves a much broader role as a mobile
I wonder if this guy's dead yet.
Well, now it's a coral reef. Now it's a coral reef. It is under the ocean.
Military presence into international waters. This versatile vessel is fully capable of conducting a wide array of military operations, which are not limited to deploying and operating aircraft.
Wow.
Featuring a 180-meter flight deck, the state-of-the-art warship is capable of deploying multiple drone squadrons.
That's crazy.
Wait, what? Hold on. Something's not right here. Something is off. Hold on. Something is not right.
Expertise required to execute such a complex conversion.
Is that right?
What began as a commercial vessel.
Oh, maybe it's just the point of view. I was like, wasn't this on the water? But no, it must just be the point of view. Yeah, it's just the point of view. Okay. I was like, that doesn't seem like the same ship.
80-meter flight deck, the state-of-the-art warship is capable of deploying multiple drone squadrons, helicopters, and missile systems, making it a significant addition to Iran's naval fleet.
All these ships have been upgraded to submarines.
The warship...
Yep. They're all on the bottom of the ocean now. They've been upgraded to fish life and the coral reef. America's hard work.
Is already equipped with some of
It took I think it took a couple missiles, but they're all sunk. They're all gone. The entire navy of the Iran is gone.
Recently unveiled military hardware, including this new drone, the JAS 313.
Wow. Damn, maybe they should have used it. It might have actually helped them.
This latest iteration of the Qahir-class stealth drones, the JAS 313, is Iran's most advanced.
Oh, that's real cool.
Send those lawnmowers out.
On board by
that's
the
right.
Ababil and Mohajer reconnaissance drones. But that is not all.
Our adversaries will be compelled to reassess our deterrence capabilities. They must recognize that miscalculations on their part could have severe consequences, as this vessel...
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. If we miscalculated, we would have severe consequences. Well, I guess it's a damn good thing that we didn't miscalculate, huh?
It's just a small...
Bro was making drone technology, and we have space lasers on our shit. Man. Them calculations is pretty spot on, huh?
Our overall military strength.
The timing is no coincidence. Coming on the anniversary of the 1979 Islamic Revolution, this commissioning sends a clear message of military self-sufficiency. But probably the most important capability of Shahid Bagheri is that it can remain at sea for an extended period of up to a year.
Some people are saying it's going to remain in the sea for all of time.
A feature that makes it a game changer for the Iranian armed forces. And from this flight deck in the Strait of Hormuz, Iran...
This is the game changer. It's now on the ocean floor. How about that? And immediately think about, bro, they didn't even get a chance to really use it. That was it.
They sank this ship so quick the minute that the firefight started. It's not even funny, dude.
Oh, we have nuclear powered vessels at sea for 40 years. I know, man. And Rip Highguard, bro, appear strong when you're weak. In this case, they still appear weak. Well, that's the thing, is appearances could be deceiving. Do you think Iran will last for a week? I don't know.
I think they'll last maybe for another week. I mean, there's only so many people can get bombed before one of them decides that they don't want to die. I seriously think so.
Sure. I don't know if I can...
I don't know their entire leadership has been blown up. All of their Navy ships have been sank to the bottom of the ocean. Their coral reefs now. This is pretty much over. I mean, let's be honest here. Other than a couple missiles that they just keep trying to launch, their entire missile launching capabilities have been slashed to a percentage of what it was. Not even half. It's below half now. So I mean, how many more of these missile launchers could they possibly have? Let's be honest here. If they were gonna, you can't say that they're holding out for something big because they would have done it on day one. So I mean, there's only so much more left of this regime that there is.
About it to be sure about that, I don't know. This is them popping off. Jesus. What a loser.
You know what's crazy? Is that they had all these people piloting all these drones. They had all this crazy, what they thought was advanced technology. And it took one helmsman sitting next to the captain. And the captain just looked over and was like, send it. And the helmsman was like, yes, sir. And then they sent it doing this. And then their entire navy was demolished. That was it.
In the last 6 months. I mean, why would you even join? Like, can you imagine, like, oh yeah, I'm going to join the Iranian military. Like, you got to be out of your fucking mind. You got to be full ass retarded.
Like, and that's what kind of gets me is like people are like, but you lost this war, you lost that war. We didn't lose it. We just didn't go very hard. You realize that any country with nukes can just nuke the fuck out of a civilization and be done with it, right? If you thought the nukes back then were scary, we have nukes now that are 5 times more powerful than the ones we had back in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We have shit you've never seen before. We have tactical missiles attached to tactical missiles that can take out tactical missiles, okay? We have shit that it's insane. You can't say that America's lost a war. It's not that they lost a war, it's that either the economy just wasn't going to allow it, the people at the time weren't going to allow it, they were presidents that were pussyfooting around. We've had these technologies and these capabilities for years. We just haven't utilized them because there's too many presidents that are just pussyfooting around. We allowed them to win, if anything. I don't really think we lost any wars, per se. I just don't think that they understood the capabilities of America. We've been advanced for so long that we had to play ball game with these clowns and allow them to think that they were in the same ballpark. We're in the sky, bruh. That's what happens when you have the richest country in the world with the biggest military in the world with an unlimited budget for well over 50 years. You're gonna make some cool shit.
Minus $1 million per missile? Yeah. Well, that's it? These are the cheap ones then, I guess. So, report IRGC forces, and here you go, right? They are roaching out already. Now, a lot of this is always a little bit uncertain, but you see right here, I looked this up, and I don't see any, there was at least nothing that I saw that was a certainty that it was not true. IRGC forces are reportedly fleeing towards Afghanistan. In a video, a man says, until yesterday, these people were wearing IRGC uniforms. Now they've shaved their beards and are wearing masks so no one can recognize them.
Oh, that's another thing they did in Iran, too. If you didn't have your beard to a certain length, you got killed. If you didn't have your beard out to a certain length, they had your ass killed. I kid you not. It had to be like down to here or something. Remember, these are supposed to be extremists. They'll never give up. They'll never give in. They're going to fight and die for their religion. Like I said, only so many of them are willing to be vaporized in their supreme leader seat before the next person in line is going to say, nope, not me.
Afghanistan, guys. Wow. Smart. See, I told y'all they'd roach out. I said this before, and the thing is that I don't blame them. I mean, if I was in the IRGC, I'd be getting the fuck out of there too. Absolutely. Like, yeah, 100%. So 2 weeks, they'll be... Yeah. You might not believe it, but in 2 weeks, this guy's going to actually be running for the for mayor of Birmingham, and he's probably going to win. And they'll have immediately granted him asylum. You know, the guy's already got military experience. He's got government experience, so it just makes sense.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, they should be sending them over to Britain. I think Britain needs more of these people, right? Do you think this is a good idea, though? What is this? I wouldn't want former IRGC members in America. I think that Afghanistan could do...
Their alternative is being captured by the Iranian public people, and they're going to get killed. They are. They're going to kill these men. If they surrender to the Iran public, they're going to get killed. They are. That's exactly what's going to happen to these people.
kind of a bro move, right? I mean, to make up for that whole thing with, like, you know, 9/11 and all that, they could just, like, tag every single one of these guys, and then as soon as the war's over, just, like, give Israel all the names, give America all the names, or just give the Iranians all the names, and be like, yep, they live right here, go get them. Yep, that's it. And it's kind of true. Yeah, they could do a fuck no. The UK actually has nukes. I know. People are saying the UK is going to be the first Islamic state to have nuclear power. It probably will happen. And it does appear Iran's launch capacity is decreasing. It is. And then these are also doctors in Iran, too.
From inside of Tehran, we thank you, President Trump. You asked us yesterday what was our...
I love how...
I'm not going to let this play because I just heard the music. But I think that it's hilarious. I do. That all you hear is that fucking song. What is that song called that Trump played whenever he came out? It was, I can't think of the name of it, but I can't let it play either. Oh my God, that stupid song where he did the dance, that Trump did the dance on stage. Is it Many Men? YMCA, thank you. All I see is these Iranian people with these signs at these like celebration parties in their streets and stuff, and you just hear the YMCA blasting all over the fucking streets. It's so fucking funny, dude. I'm sorry, it's so funny. I can't let this play because it's got the YMCA in it. I don't want this to get demonetized, so I'm just gonna move on past this, unfortunately. No.
They hate Jews.
God damn it.
Like, I don't think this is the majority.
God damn it.
I'm not saying that's Myron either. I like Myron, but, like, I do think that there's a large contingency of those people. And I think that, like, it's the other side as well, right? Some people just hate Muslims, and so they're siding with Israel, like, unquestioningly. I mean, you have like biased decision making that's coming from both directions. Oh, this is the meeting that he had.
They're just evil. They're it's not the politics, it's their whole philosophy, it's their whole where they come from. It's terrible. Where they killed 35,000, I thought it was 32. Now it turns out it's much more than 35,000 people. And
we will not know the true number of how many people this man genocided in Iran until this is over. I guarantee you it's probably going to be like double or triple that number. I guarantee there were a lot of people. They're probably still in jail waiting to be, like, killed, honestly. There were a lot of protesters.
in some cases using machine guns with people that have no weapon. They have no weapon, and they're being machine gunned. They're being sniped from buildings. They're hitting the people with snipers right through the eyes. It's just a very evil ideology.
It is. He's right. He's completely right.
Nobody's really seen anything like it.
What's crazy is that everybody thought that Trump was going to get into the White House and put a bunch of fucking lavish gold shit everywhere. And he got into the White House and everything's fucking gold. Like, he actually just did it. Iran only has small boats left after the military sunk all 11.
Absolutely obliterated. The U.S. has sunk 11 Iranian ships. Defense officials tell Fox Iran only has...
Wait a minute. Is that the boat? Their currency is.
They're completely cooked, bro. They're completely cooked. They're completely fucking cooked. It's like over. Oh my god. Hold on. I hear more.
And figure it out. Follow the value of the. Look at this.
Holy shit.
This is wow. And keep in mind, this stops at 2025. Buy now? Yeah, look at this. This is awful. And so anyway, let me go back.
Yeah, maybe I should get me some of that Iranian currency. Huh?
Let me just do a conversion, okay? So for $1.
Holy shit.
For $1.
Holy shit.
For $1, it's only how much? Let me see here. It is 1,345,000 reals.
I need to go. I know what I'm doing after stream today.
If you
It may be down right now, boys, but I guarantee you it's going to come back up.
a $1 owner in America, you are a millionaire in Iran. Yeah. That's it, guys. Who here is a $1 owner? And who has $1 here? And it's just, this is insane. The whole thing, it's totally collapsed. Look at this here. Oh my God. It's totally off a fucking cliff. And it's not like it was any better from before. It was circling the fucking drain. Very obviously.
What's going to end up happening is they're going to have to get rid of the Iranian rial, and they're going to have to make a new form of currency. That's the only way they're going to fix this. They have to start fresh. They're going to have to make a whole new type of currency.
And now I have 4. Well, you're a 4 millionaire then. That's crazy. And so, yes, people don't realize how bad it really is. And this is Majid Reza, Iran's newly appointed defense minister, has been killed in strikes just 2 days after taking office. Not a good day to be Majid. Not a good day at all. And try the other way around, yeah. And what if I have check the price of things as comparison? It's just like realistic. Of course, the value of real is fucked. It's totally fucked. And that's what I was saying. Where is this here? This is the one I showed you guys earlier. I'll pull up some more information about this stuff too.
They intend to develop those nuclear weapons behind a program of missiles and drones and terrorism that the world will not be able to touch them for fear of those things. And this is the weakest they've ever been. Yep. Now is the time to go after them. The president made the decision to go after them, take away their missiles, take away their navy, take away their drones, take away their ability to make those things so that they can never have a nuclear weapon. That's why the president made this decision. It was the right decision, and the world will be a safer place when these radical clerics no longer have access to these weapons. You see,
you gotta shut them down.
They're using them now. Imagine how they would use them a year from now if they had more of these.
Exactly. Yep. Definitely. 100%. Sound like a president? Yeah, he is. And Spain's government responds to Trump's cutting ties with them. Oh, I'm gonna look at that in a bit.
They should. He should. We should cut ties with Spain. If you don't want to help America with this or any other country whenever it comes to wartime, and you want to sit there and do that, well, you better hope that nobody ever tries to take your land, because you can count America out.
And love being an Iranian trillionaire. You're an Iranian trillionaire. That's pretty good. And what is this confirmed? B-52 bombers. Ooh, those are the old ones. Wow. And this is the one we already saw before, right?
Wouldn't it be ironic if they tried to take over Spain?
And troops over there or something. I don't think anybody wants that. So this is all. It's bad, man. It is. And yeah,
I've seen this picture. That's funny.
Yes, that's how it is now. And Trump's reportedly Putin's dog, right? Oh, people are just making that up the whole time, right? And where are the rest of these? Confirm Iran's new defense minister who replaced the previous. We can now confirm that Iran's new defense minister, who replaced the previous defense minister, who had replaced the defense minister before him, has been eliminated.
Jesus Christ, man, that chain of command is cooked. that chain of command is cooked, bruh.
Oh man, wow. Russia has the bigger nukes? Yeah, I guess so. Trump should help the Spain regime change. Maybe you're right. And from another perspective, Putin can't ally with Western people, so those are his only options. Yeah, I don't know. That's the hat trick? Yeah, guys, this time, they're going to have it for sure this time, okay? Being an ally to Iran. Iran should start bombing Russia for fun. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them at this point. I really wouldn't. And, oh, this is also, so... This is the stuff about Spain. Let me see if I can find a longer clip about this.
Here we go.
I am just shocked that Spain would not want to help us.
I'm not. I guarantee you if America didn't tell Britain that they were going to help, they wouldn't have helped. Guarantee you.
But where is the clip for this? Give me 1 second. Is this it? Oh, this is him talking about like them forcing Israel's hand. Here we go.
Did Israel force your hand to launch these strikes against Iran? Did Netanyahu pull the United States? Did Israel force your hand to launch these strikes against Iran? Did Netanyahu pull the United States into this war?
No, I might have forced their hand. You see, we were having negotiations with these lunatics, and it was my opinion that they were going to attack first. They were going to attack. If we didn't do it, they were going to attack first. I felt strongly about that. And we have great negotiators, great people that do this very successfully and have done it all their lives very successful. And based on the way the negotiation was going, I think they were going to attack first. And I didn't want that to happen.
Don't let them do it.
So if anything, I might have forced Israel's hand. But Israel was ready, and we were ready, and we've had a...
So there it is. That whole narrative that they invented yesterday was bullshit. Now, you could say that, oh, they're actually lying, and Trump's just saying that, and the truth is, and is this true? Is it accurate or not? This is 2028. I don't know if this is February. Are we fucking around? I mean, I have no idea. Iran confidente, what happened in the last few hours? No signs of slowing down. It's getting worse. Oh, boy. He's not ruling out ground troops. There's no reason you should rule anything out. And Trump confirmed the U.S. struck Iran's new leadership today. Pretty substantial. Says Iran is beaten militarily. No Navy, no Air Force, no radar. Israel bombed the assembly of experts while they were meeting.
Well, you know, they were. These so-called experts, am I right?
Elect the next supreme leader. Mossad posted the message in Farsi beforehand. It doesn't matter who is chosen. His fate has been decreed. Oh, man. Okay, well, I guess that's what happens, right? Yeah, the assembly of bozos. IDF gave all the remaining Iranian regime representatives in Lebanon a 24-hour ultimatum: leave or be targeted. Holy shit. Lebanon's government just banned Hezbollah's military operations. Holy fuck. Wow. Ordered the group to surrender all weapons to the Lebanese air forces. Wait, wow. Wait, yeah, I didn't know this at all. So they don't want to get bombed by Israel. No, this looks like from a while ago. Yeah, this isn't new at all. Like, I don't...
Adjacent to the Chancellery building, and set off a fire in that place. All personnel are accounted for.
Let's move on from this. I'm not really seeing anything else that's too crazy. We got some, like, hold on, wait, let me check the updated information. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. What? Fox News. Homeland Alert. What the fuck is this? The hell is this?
DHS Secretary Kristi Noem returning to Capitol Hill today, testifying in front of DHS Secretary Kristi Noem returning to Capitol Hill today, testifying in front of House lawmakers after going before the Senate Judiciary Committee yesterday. Noem emphasizing her department's work in deterring potential domestic Iranian sleeper cells as the conflict in the Middle East rages on.
We work every single day with our intelligence agencies and law enforcement partners to make sure that we are investigating and finding any threats to the homeland here within our borders. Over the last administration, when millions of people streamed across our border.
And you know what's crazy is that our own government can't even confirm or deny if there are sleeper cells in our own country because of how many of these people got in. We don't know.
We don't necessarily know who all came into our country. We know that we have many dangerous individuals that came in unvetted, and we are working every single day to find them and to make sure that we're preventing the next attack and preventing the next crime they may perpetuate against the American people.
Joining me now is former DHS Deputy Assistant Secretary and former Acting ICE Director Jonathan Fahey. And Jonathan, the numbers are stark. Under President Biden, over 1,500 Iranian nationals.
Oh, thanks for the 199 W. DY. Why the hell does the name look like that? That's weird. We also have a channel membership as well. If you join up for the channel membership, you get exclusive emotes made by me. I'll have you know. That have been part of like some of the Let's Plays that were on the channel. Hit the like button on the video, on the stream, by the way. Check out all the videos. They're all from streams that have gone up. Hit the sub button. We're here Monday through Friday. We take the weekends off because I got to recruit some of the brain cells. There's a lot of brain dead people in chat, and unfortunately, it's very contagious. I have to be very careful. Yeah, but every little bit helps. Every little bit helps.
Illegally, with 48% of them being released into the U.S.
You see the videos, you don't have to watch them. Just hit the like button on them. Leave a comment. You know, say all that good shit. It helps. Every little bit helps. Thank you.
Very well. Are you worried that even the best efforts of Kristi Noem and the Trump administration cannot eliminate the risks caused by Joe Biden's open border policies?
Yeah, it is a concern because no matter how much they do, one of the main things that she talked about it, we don't even know who's here because, you know, you talk about the Iranians that came through, or you talk about the hundreds that came through that were on the terrorist watch list, and the Biden administration remarkably allowed 99 of them into the country. But the most scary part is there was over 2.8 million gotaways, known gotaways, and probably more gotaways than that. So these are people that came across that nobody knows who they are, where they went, where they are now, what their intentions are. So that's the biggest concern. I expect what they're going to be focusing on are people from Iran, high-risk people. If they're here illegally, get them removed as quickly as possible. If they're not, monitor them.
I genuinely don't think it's a war either. I mean, we're doing to the Iran government what they did to their own people. But the best part is that we warned them prior to us doing it. So they knew what was going to happen. They just chose to ignore it.
You know, have to be
maybe don't do that.
Consistently vigilant. But the concerning thing is you have that incident in Austin that just happened, and those are the types of things that are really, frankly, the hardest to prevent. It's sort of one lone person or a lone group of people that without any coordination. So there's hardly any way to get ahead of something like that to prevent it. So, but you know, ultimately, the Biden administration let so many people in. The best thing the Trump administration is doing is keeping people from coming in. So we're not going to have new Iranians that might want to harm us coming through. And, you know, it goes back one last point.
I want to point this out. He's talking about the sleeper cells. There are a lot of Iranians that legitimately fled their own country because they're terrified, okay? They're not bad people. They're here seeking asylum. And unfortunately, they were able to get through because of laxed borders. I don't give a fuck who is running the country. I don't care. I could care less. What matters is what are we doing now to solve these problems, and I like the way they're being solved currently. Ideally, what we should want is to fix all these countries so they don't want to flee their own country, but I'll take a Band-Aid for now, I guess.
Congress needs to fund DHS. We have TSA that's vitally important, and they're not even getting paid.
Just quickly on that point, do you think our country is less safe because Senate Democrats refuse to fully fund DHS?
It doesn't matter if they want to fund DHS or not. ICE agents are still going to be able to get these people out because they're funded regardless. That's the funny part, is that the big beautiful bill made sure these men were paid.
Yes, we are, because even when these people are working, they're under
Trump's playing chess and he's winning left and right, man. Let me tell you.
Distress. These are people that aren't able to, in some situations, pay their bills, pay their medical bills, having to get second jobs. So, and they're ending up calling in sick. So yes, it puts us at greater risk. And it, you know, put the politics aside, you know, if any Democrats are listening, and fund DHS and fight the battle on another front.
Meantime, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Attorney General Keith Ellison set to testify before the House Oversight Committee today over those accusations of rampant fraud in the state of Minnesota. In summary, the money was supposed to go to kids. Instead, it went to things like cars, real estate, and extravagant vacations. Jonathan, what's going to come of today's hearing? Specifically, the question we're all wondering, will Walz, Ellison, or
ICE for Europe, bro, that's funny. Hey, if y'all get Rupert Lowe over in Britain, man, it's going to be a whole different place. It's going to be Britain again. Watch. You just watch. When if Rupert Lowe actually gets it, voted for and he gets in, I'm going to tell you right now, Rupert Lowe's the goat, man. He's goated.
Minnesota leaders ultimately be held accountable? Because, you know, it feels like we live in a world of...
Walz does need to be in prison. Walz needs to be locked up in the deepest shithole we have in this country. Absolutely.
Somebody does something wrong, we get hearings, and then nothing comes of it. What's going to come of this, Jonathan?
That's a great point. We always have these things, and then a few months later, we've moved on to something else. I'd really like to just hear, you know, Tim Walz consistently says things like, I take responsibility.
Just a heads up, tomorrow we'll be covering the Tim Walz Nick Shirley video of it's happening today, of Tim Walz testifying in court. So that should be up on Nick Shirley's channel tomorrow. We're going to be watching that shit. Oh, bet your ass.
But then he passes the responsibility on. But I'd like to know from them, you know, this may not hold them accountable, but what have they done to hold other people accountable within the state? How many people got fired over this? Because you have these situations where funding for an autism program went up 13,000%. Somebody got paid to provide 91 million meals. So that's so obviously fraud. Why wasn't this caught? But ultimately, the questions for Waltz...
Well, it wasn't caught because any whistleblowers that came forward thinking that the higher-ups were going to help them got immediately shut down. That's one of the beautiful things about an open-door policy, is that whenever you think that you're talking to a higher-up and that they're going to help you, 9 times out of 10, the word came from above them. So,
to find out with Waltz and Ellison,
how this all got found out? It was thanks to Nick Shirley and his independent journalism. Him not being tied down to one of these big legacy media companies, being told not to film something or do something. That's how this got uncovered. You can thank Nick Shirley, and you thank the YouTube algorithm gods. Well, not even YouTube. He posted it on Twitter first. Thank Elon Musk. Because he took away all this censorship, Nick Shirley was able to get the word out.
Willfully blind, or is there some complicity here? Because we do know there's a political component.
You may not think it, but every platform is censoring you in some way, shape, or form. I guarantee you. When you post a video that's political and you're not getting as many views as you should be getting, you're getting censored in some way, shape, or form. It's a topic they don't want you to talk about. Promise you.
The Somali community is so
that same video that Nick Shirley did for the original Minneapolis fraud got only a couple million views on YouTube. On Twitter, he uploaded it multiple times, and each time it hit 35 million views.
Democratic. Was there a reason to back off because they wanted to make sure they kept this voting bloc intact? And a lot of whistleblowers are saying they were being sort of, you know, tamped down because of accusations of potential racism, Islamophobia, and things like that. So I really hope they get to the bottom of it. But the question I want to know from Waltz and Ellison, who got fired? How are people being held accountable? And what are you doing now to make sure it doesn't happen again?
If you're taking bets on the number of times head in the sand is going to be uttered at today's hearing, take the over on that one. Jonathan Fahey, thank you for your time this morning. Appreciate it.
Fox News. Do we have anything else? That's like new? Oh man, we got to talk about our fallen heroes. We got to talk about them.
This morning, we're going to hear from the Pentagon officials.
We got to give them their respect that they're due.
An update on Operation Epic Fury.
No. Damn
Good
it.
morning, friends. Later this morning, America's top military leaders will give the country an update on what's been called an unprecedented operation to eliminate Iran's ability to threaten the U.S. and its allies. Today's briefing also likely to shed more light on the deadly drone attack which killed 6 service members in Kuwait.
I thought it was 4.
The Pentagon releasing the names of 4 of the 6 killed, which include 35-year-old Captain Cody Cork of Florida, Sergeant's First Class Nicole Amore of Minnesota, she was 39, 42-year-old Noah T. Jins of Nebraska, and 20-year-old Declan Cody of...
There you go, boys. Those are your heroes. We got 2 more to go. Those are real patriots right there. They died for their country, and they died fighting the terrorism. That's what they died for. Those are real heroes right there.
Iowa. Nicole's husband speaking.
All this other bullshit that we got going on around the world, those are the real heroes.
Associated Press quoted, "She was almost home. You don't go to Kuwait thinking something's going to happen, and for her to be one of the first, it hurts." We're also hearing from Declan Cody's sister, who spoke with the media about this loss.
I still don't fully think it's real. I didn't think it was real when they told us, because I just remember all of our conversations about what he was going to do when he came back. I just really wish I got to tell him I love him one more time.
Absolutely heartbreaking.
Why'd they do that?
Severely degraded Iran's air defenses and destroyed hundreds of Iran's ballistic missiles, launchers, and drones. And in simple terms, we're focused on shooting all the things that can shoot at us. And we've just begun. But I have the utmost confidence that we, alongside our partners, will absolutely achieve our military objectives.
That objective includes dynamic targeting of Iran's mobile missile launchers, as well as efforts to completely scrub the Iranian Navy. Today's briefing, beginning a little under 2 hours from now, will include the chairman of the Joint...
Oh, shit, that means we're going to have more. Oh, boys, we're going to have more tomorrow. Oh, let's go.
As well as Secretary Pete Hegseth.
We're going to get an update. Woo, let's go.
Lawrence, Ainsley, and Brian, back to you, friends.
All right, thanks so much, Mark.
And you know Trump is going to make sure that those soldiers are well promoted and done good. You know Trump's going to make sure of that. Trump made sure that the United States Army was paid while the government was shut down. He used like a third party person to help fund them. So I guarantee you he's going to make sure that those service members are going to get the rewards that they deserve, and the rewards that their family deserve, and the respect that they deserve. You can talk shit about the orange warlord all you want, or the tangerine warlord all you want, but at the end of the day, any man that's going to sit there and make sure the troops are getting paid and make sure that the respects are given where they deserve, you got my vote, man. I don't give a fuck.
On U.S. military operations in Iran from the Secretary of War and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff as we enter day 5 of Operation Epic Fury.
Our chief foreign correspondent, Trey Yinks, is live on the ground in Israel and Tel Aviv with the breaking news out of Turkey. Trey.
Yeah, guys, this is breaking news. Turkey's Ministry of Defense says that an Iranian ballistic missile was launched toward their country, and it was shot down by NATO air defense systems, fragments of that missile landing in southern Turkey. This is a major development and the first time that a country like Turkey has received incoming Iranian ballistic missile fire. This comes as the Israelis are going after more of those launching positions inside of Iran. We also have some new video.
No, you're not going to play that video. You know why? You know why I'm not going to play that video? It's because they're going to fucking demonetize my stream. No, you're not getting that. No.
Is coming from.
Nice try,
Fox.
What's
happening here? This is a conflict that is expanding regionally, and this information that we're getting from the Turkish Defense Ministry indicates that the Iranians are launching more of their long-range ballistic missiles, and they do have thousands of them in their arsenal, 2,000 to 3,000, just before this conflict began, along with many short-range missiles that they've been launching at Gulf countries like Qatar, Bahrain.
Yeah, they're like launching missiles straight up into. They hit France. How the fuck do you manage to hit France, bro? What did France do? Why'd you hit the boot, man? It makes no sense.
But again, right now,
you just over there eating your fucking bagels, doing your own thing, and then the fucking next thing you know, you got the Eiffel Tower shoved up your ass from a missile from Iran. Like, what the fuck's that?
Sirens are sounding across central Israel.
That's Paris. No, that's France.
Just want to come with me here, Yaniv. If you could go to the road here, you can see under this bridge in the distance, people have gotten out of their cars, and they are now sheltering under a bridge on the side of the road. Stay with me here. We're going to pan up to the sky, and you see two...
It's been like this in Israel since they started. Like, if you go over to Tel Aviv, it's a YouTube... I might end up putting it in some of the videos. If you go to Tel Aviv, they're showing live footage from Israel of them using the Iron Dome to blast the rockets out of the sky as they're coming. When you hear the sirens kick off, that means that there's missiles inbound in Israel. And you can see it live. It's on YouTube.
Around And right there to the left, Yaniv.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Reception round coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one coming up from the sea.
That's the Iron Dome in Israel protecting the cities.
Large-scale attack that is happening right now. I'm going to move this so you can get out here to the balcony, Yaniv. Stay with me here, guys. And out to the center above these buildings to your left, Yaniv. Pan to the left. And so...
Yep, there it is. They collided in the sky. Look at that. It's been like that since day one of these strikes. Do you think for 1 second Israel wants this going on over their own cities? Fuck no. They want this shit to be over just as bad as America does.
Again, and you can hear those explosions now ringing out throughout Tel Aviv. Just stay with me here. I'm going to get a helmet on. I'm listening to you. Massive explosions right now.
It's not necessarily the sounds that I got to worry about. It's if it actually shows the explosions. I just don't want to deal with that. YouTube's already trying its very best to take me out, so.
Would be to knock out a long-range missile? Is it
I don't want to give them more of a reason.
Sling? Is it the Iron Dome?
Yeah, that would probably be Israel's Arrow 2 or 3 systems. And I can still hear sirens sounding in the distance. We're going to try to get an understanding of where this launch came from. It is possible this was still from an Iranian barrage that was launched a bit earlier. My producers are going to check right now. But you can hear those explosions. That was a lot of air defense going off at the same time from multiple different directions around Tel Aviv. And again, an alert had just gone out from the Army telling people they could leave bomb shelters. And you saw those people behind me that were sheltering underneath that bridge. This is really the reality here for the Israeli people as this conflict continues.
This was what was going on prior to the treaty that Israel and Iran had to the strikes that America just did on them. Because they had this same problem going on last year where they were like shooting missiles at each other constantly, and Trump was able to shut that shit down. And now, unfortunately, it's all back. But the thing is like, hopefully, by the end of this, it'll be no more. You know, Israel will finally be able to take down the Iron Dome.
We have this gear on and a helmet we have seen in the past when these missiles get intercepted overhead. Large fragments of the missile.
But that's what I was talking about before, is like the Iran government trying to say that school was struck by American missiles. And it's like, how could you possibly complain when you're indiscriminately striking whatever you can hit? Like, you are sending missiles and you don't even know where the fuck they're... Like, Israel is so used to this that they have the Iron Dome made specifically to handle this. And you want to bitch and complain about a school that got struck because you put it next to a military base? Kiss my ass.
Falling to the ground below. And yesterday, the Iranians launched a ballistic missile with a cluster warhead on top. It broke apart on the outskirts of Tel Aviv. And when we arrived at one of the scenes in a community called Bnei Brak, just outside of the city, you could see how one of these missile fragments flew through the side of a building. And so it's an incredibly dangerous moment for the Israeli people. And
yeah, 'cause, like, even if you manage to blow the missile up in the sky, that debris can still, seriously hurt somebody, even kill them.
Note the Iranians are reducing the amount of missiles they're launching because the Americans and the Israelis are hitting these launching positions so frequently, they're not able to get off these large barrages. And again, I'm just going to check my phone here and see if we have any information on where these launches came
real
from.
Quick, what made you think that it could have possibly come from Lebanon?
And so Israeli media is reporting right now, and I don't have an individual source on it, so we're going to cite it to Israeli media. They're reporting that there was a joint attack from Iran and Lebanon at the same time. And so Iran using its proxy in southern Lebanon, Hezbollah, to launch a missile, a long-range missile toward Israel as they were launching ballistic missiles. And again, this is done to try to overwhelm Israel's air defense systems. A little bit of information for you on Hezbollah. Israeli intelligence sources tell Fox News the organization still has 11,000 to 12,000 missiles and rockets that they can use to launch toward Israeli cities. And the Israelis are also concerned about the possibility that these Hezbollah ground forces could try to push into northern Israel. And that is why we understand, according to the IDF, Israeli troops are now in southern Lebanon. And just this morning, before we got on air, they issued an evacuation order to Lebanese civilians south of the Litani River to get out of harm's way, understanding that this conflict is now expanding north. And the Israelis, we have some video of it, have been striking the Lebanese capital of Beirut overnight and this morning, hitting the Dakhia neighborhood just south of Beirut, where Hezbollah is coordinating these current attacks that you're watching now against Israel.
Wow. So what happens when we're watching the interception and they shoot down, let's say it's a ballistic missile? You mentioned that some of the fragments.
But when these missiles are intercepted, oftentimes the air defense systems do get overwhelmed. And that's why we've seen these impacts in different areas of Israel. At least 10 people have been killed by Iranian ballistic missiles since this conflict began. And now the Israeli military is confirming those reports. That was a combined attack that you just saw from Iran and Hezbollah at the same time. But when these missiles do slip past air defense, they can cause a massive amount of damage. We were at one scene here in Tel Aviv where a woman was killed. And when we arrived, there was so much destruction that for blocks you could see damage to buildings. And as we arrived at that scene, more missiles were coming in, and the first responders had to leave the building where they were putting out the fire and head underground with civilians. And oftentimes, like you saw just there, we did not expect that attack to happen at that moment. People who are on the expressway or driving or out in the streets, they have to pull off, they have to get to hard cover and watch out for those fragments because these missiles are so large. We've actually seen some that fell in the desert during the 12-day war last year, and they're the size of a school bus when they're flying through the air. And so you can imagine, even with these advanced interceptor rounds that the Israelis have, the Arrow 2 and 3 systems, and the American Patriot and THAAD missile defense systems, even if they are intercepted, they can kill you if they land on the ground in Israel.
Hey, Trey, I get the sense that the Israelis are not upset that Hezbollah rocketed them. They wanted to finish the job. They know that Hezbollah was reconstituting, making more rockets.
I think Hezbollah is going to be next on that chopping block if they're not already on that chopping block during these strikes. I don't think Hezbollah is going to be around for much longer either.
President Trump on the state of Iran's military and defense capabilities this hour. Watch.
They have no Navy. It's been knocked out. They have no Air Force. It's been knocked out. They have no air detection. That's been knocked out. Their radar has been knocked out. And just about everything's been knocked out.
All right, with that, we bring in retired Fort.
Well, I mean, like, you could see all the clips of them just deleting these airplanes as they're trying to get off the landing strip. Like,
General Jack Keane,
they weren't messing around with this. Like,
Fox News
they completely wiped the first, 30 minutes of this fight.
Analyst General, great to have you with us today. So now we are into a new day.
But remember, guys, you remember Iraq and Afghanistan. You remember that? That's crazy. If you think for a second what they're doing with Iran is anything like any other war we've ever done, you're crazy.
Your assessment, do you think that Iran's capability has been degraded? How do you see things right now?
Yeah, it's dramatically degraded. A few things to note. One, the focus on leadership is going to continue every single day. And not just leaders at the top, which we've been focused on quite a bit, but second, third, fourth tier leaders as well. The intent is to strip the leadership, the governance, as well as the security forces leadership, the police leadership, the Basel militia is going to maintain, vote in, and insist to continue.
God damn it. Nope.
It is.
Nope.
We're talking about
I'm not going to give it to them. Nope. Sorry. Can't watch that one.
Senior correspondent Benjamin Hall. Ben, great.
God damn it, bro.
Us as always, and good to have you in New York. So
start with our team coverage of what is happening in the Middle East right now. Greg Palcott is in Istanbul ahead of a press briefing from the Pentagon this morning. But we start with Trey Yinks live in Tel Aviv with the latest on the ground. Trey.
Ashley, Todd, good morning. The Israelis overnight launching new airstrikes against the Iranian regime. They say there were a wave of attacks targeting the capital of Tehran, also going after some of Iran's air defense systems that still remain. And he's known for a crackdown on protesters back in 2009 in Iran. He has very close ties in the security apparatus. President Trump was asked about possible succession in Iran yesterday, saying this.
The worst case would be we do this and then somebody takes over who's as bad as the previous person. Right? Most of the people we had in mind are dead. So, you know, we had some in mind from that group that is dead. And now we have another group. They may be dead also, based on reports. So I guess you have a third wave coming in. Pretty soon we're not going to know anybody.
That's crazy.
Neighboring Iraq, in Najaf, the birthplace of Iran's former supreme leader, there was a symbolic funeral procession following his death over the weekend, and people were chanting in support of the regime there, many pro-Iranians just over the border. Here is what one demonstrator had to say.
It is a symbolic funeral, which we consider a condemnation of the forces of tyranny, imperialism, and the Americans.
That's a war flag if I've ever seen one. Look at that. Looks like a fucking kid drew that shit, man. What the fuck? Got the gun on there, got a goddamn mustard yellow fucking flag. The fuck, man?
So that they can see, even if you kill him, he remains in our hearts and our conscience. This funeral is a thorn in their eyes.
As we speak right now, there are air raid sirens sounding in
Big surprise, you lost control over Iran. Sucks to be you, doesn't it?
northern Israel. There's believed to be 2 drones that flew from southern Lebanon into the northern part of this country. These were launched by the Iran-backed Lebanese militant group Hezbollah. The Israelis are continuing to go after that organization in the capital of Beirut, issuing new evacuation orders for the Dakhya neighborhood, a Hezbollah stronghold, and striking different targets there overnight. Ashley, Todd?
Trey, you're in Tel Aviv. What are the people in Tel Aviv saying about this?
There's a real understanding here in Israel that the amount of incoming Iranian ballistic missile fire is expected to be greatly reduced in the days ahead. We've already seen Iran struggling to get...
Why would it increase? They're hitting these people so damn precisely and so often, they don't have time to recover and they keep dwindling down. Like, there's only so many men that you can have bringing these missiles out and so many of these launchers. This is pretty much over. I mean, they'll probably get a couple lucky shots off whenever it comes to what's left of their military. There's no way this is going to go on for another couple weeks. There's just no way.
It is substantially less intense than during the 12-day war last year. And so this is expected to continue in a positive direction for the Israelis as U.S. and Israeli planes go after many of these launching positions inside of Iran. Already, the sense of normalcy is starting to return to Israel. This is a population used to war, and they understand this is a dynamic. It's up and down, but for now, the Israelis are still bracing for the possibility of more incoming attacks in the hours ahead.
Okay, Trey Ying's live for us in Israel. Trey, thank you so much. And later this morning, we're going to hear from Pentagon officials with an update on Operation Epic Fury.
Let's get right to Greg Palkett live in Istanbul with more. Greg.
You know, whenever Trump made that name, he was like, what kind of headline can I have for a YouTube video that just sounds really good? If you, this is kind of the trick of it. If you put epic and you like caps it in a YouTube title, sometimes it gets more views than your other stuff. So it's kind of funny to see that he went with the epic fury. It's so funny.
The U.S.-Israeli war in Iran, guys, now into its 5th day. And from our vantage point here in Turkey, it only shows signs of strengthening, broadening, getting uglier. Tehran and other Iranian cities hit by what the Israelis say is their 10th wave of attacks. Government buildings, including those associated with Iran's crackdown on protests, have been hit. This as images of 4 of the 6 American service members killed in action were released. 3 men and a woman ranging in age from 20 to 42, apparently killed in an attack in Kuwait. 18 service members have been seriously wounded. Now, we've been watching from here retaliatory strikes by Iran throughout the entire region. At least 8 Arab countries have been hit, including 3 U.S. embassies, actually pushing the State Department to issue a call for all Americans to leave the area. The hitch is, guys, air travel.
Why, if you're still in Iran and you're an American person, why the hell are you there? Man, you fucked up. How are you still there, bro? I'd be like fleeing. I'd be running to the border. I don't even care. Like, what are you doing?
From many of the key airports in the Gulf region.
Yeah, even the airports are shut down now. They have no boats coming in and out of Iran, the only thing you can do now is like hop across that border, man.
Also disrupted the production and shipment of energy. Refineries closed. The critical Strait of Hormuz has been disrupted. All this causing oil prices to spike and stock prices to fall. As more players get involved in the fight, Israel again hitting locations in Lebanon after the Iranian proxy Hezbollah continues to fire missiles. Israeli ground troops are also taking up positions there as Israel is also hit, including a target in Jerusalem by Iran. Folks, the death toll in the whole region now well over 1,000 as the funeral for the killed supreme leader, the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, begins tonight. Things are only getting tougher. Back to you.
Great. Ain't no way, dude. There's no way they actually doing a funeral for that monster, dude. I guarantee you they had to send the body back to wherever he came from. There's no way. What the fuck is this?
The vast majority of numbers you see on the...
Nope. We'll cover it tomorrow. We'll cover it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow is a new day. We got to watch our Midwest safety, damn it. What do we got? We got... Oh, by the way, we do this Monday through Friday. If you're new here, hit the like button, sub to the channel. We're here Monday through Friday. I got to reiterate that just to be on the safe side. You know, we're all here constantly, but not on the weekend. Feel free to hit that channel membership up. It helps me out whenever YouTube decides to demonetize the entire stream or videos. Sometimes it happens. Suspect steals. Dude, this one's going to be a good one.
On May 13th.
We usually hear from 11 to 8 a.m. to 11. So even during the change, we'll be doing that. So the time change. Yeah, stick around. I'll use the bathroom. I completely forgot about the throne. Yeah, I also have a throne account. So a throne is where you can go to, you click the website link, it should be in the description, and it'll take you to a site where I've got like stuff listed that you can buy. Bitch ass. Fuck off. Where you can buy stuff. If you buy like any of the collectibles or any of the games or whatever, I'll probably do like an unboxing for the games and play them. Or if you send a collectible, I'll probably just put it on the back wall. So you don't have to do that, but it's a nice little extra thing that you guys can do if you want. You know, your statement as part of the stream that says that I've been here. And if you sub to the channel membership, you get exclusive emotes. I'm actually thinking that if enough people go with the channel membership, I might, because I already have the weekend videos, like, privated, but they're up and they're scheduled. If enough people do the channel membership, I'll probably make it to where every video that I have on the channel is members only until it comes out. Like, if that makes any sense. Like, I can choose to make all the videos that are scheduled, because, like, I get off, I edit, and then I schedule all the videos to start coming out around 2:30, sometimes a little later, depends on how many videos I have. I might start making them channel members only, and then the minute they're done uploading, you guys can watch them to... like up until they get released to everybody else. It depends on how many channel members I get, but I might do that. So
2023, a canine officer responded to a reported burglary in progress at an Amscot location in Winter Haven, Florida.
Check out Midwest Safety. Hell yeah, Midwest Safety. W Midwest Safety.
Where's he at? Did he leave? Pfizer, he left already. Did you see which way he went? White guy, black guy? What was he wearing? Pfizer, he left. Wearing a gray t-shirt. So black male, gray t-shirt, possibly black shorts. You leave on foot?
We're just gonna send you to the Shadow Realm because you're fucking
But he went
stupid.
this way?
Enjoy the Shadow Realm, retard.
What are you doing? Give the next one. I don't know. Come on. Where's that? 580, my car was stolen. Track my car. Tell us where it's at.
There's no dashcam footage, but officers are quickly alerted that the stolen squad cruiser has been involved in a multi-vehicle crash.
That's kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. That's funny. Sorry, I was looking at the comments. That was my fault. That was funny, dude. That was funny.
T-shirt.
That comment was hilarious because it's fucked up, but it's funny. Okay, that's funny.
Okay, but he went this way. What are you doing?
I mean, let's be honest here. It has to specifically be boys. I mean, it can't be the women either. It has to be boys. That's the sad part. So the dude just hopped into your crew. So hold on. So you showed up to a robbery. You left your K9 unit that has a dog in the back of your car. You went into the building, guns drawn. You didn't take the keys out of the ignition. Didn't turn off the car. Didn't lock the door. Didn't do shit. And the guy walked out, stole your shit. If anything, he should lose his job because of this. Bro just got his dog and his car stolen. Bro, not to mention all the firearms that, like the rifles that are in the back of that police car too. If the man actually was able to get away with that car, this dude would be screwed.
580, my car was stolen. Track my car. Tell us where it's at.
There's no
Oh, nice!
cam footage, but officers are quickly alerted that the stolen squad cruiser has been involved in a multi-vehicle crash.
Damn. So he can't drive. That makes sense. Are you gonna get him? Come on, get this motherfucker. Is that him?
Turn over. Turn over, mother. Turn over.
Damn, bro. Oh, is the dog okay? How's doggo?
Where's the car? Logan's over there. Go get my dog. I got you. Go. You can watch all you want, man. How you guys doing? We good. Everybody slow down. We got him. Somebody go to my car, get my dog.
Damn, bro. He fucked that car up. Bro still has the taser barbs. He still has the taser barbs in the suspect. Look. That's the taser bar. Bro's an old school RC car now. You know those old RC cars with the cord that would come out of the controller that made you really depressed because it wasn't like a Radio Shack one?
Stand up, left. Legs up. You ready to get him up? One. Nobody hit him, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Hell no empathy for the suspect. Fuck no. Shit. Hell no. The hell with him.
9 is right in the corner. I'm about to put him in my car.
Bro out there breaking and entering, stealing a cop's cruiser with a dog still inside, got into multiple car accidents. Who knows how many other people he could have gotten killed. Fuck this dude. Put his ass in jail forever. I don't give a fuck. This motherfucker shouldn't be out. He should never see the streets again. Period. Just put him in jail, leave him in jail.
Up against. Anything on you to stick me, poke me, harm me, baby? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Are we okay? You sure? You okay?
I think everybody's.
Are you okay? What's wrong? What hurts?
Nothing hurts.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Deep breath in.
I'm sorry. I'm an EMT myself.
No, you're okay.
Did someone steal your car?
Not mine, but yes, ma'am. So,
scared the shit out of me.
All right. So what can we do to?
Damn, he hit like 4 cars, man. Jesus. 1, there's the lady in the white car. That's 2.
5, 6. Collecting that info. Can you collect from these folks?
This your car? Do you have your ID? Yeah.
There's a black car. That's 3.
I hear sirens, but I was just sitting at the stoplight, and then next thing I know, I just get hit, like full-on hit by a police car, but it was the guy who stole the cop car. Okay. And then he hit that person too, and then I think I hit whoever was in front of me. I hit a little bit because he like hit me, and then he kept going.
Oh yeah, so were you turning?
That's crazy.
I was about to. I was waiting.
You see, like, I personally feel like anytime you're in a high-speed chase and you pass up a red light, or for that matter, you blow through an intersection and you're running from the police, they should charge you with attempted murder. Because anytime you do that, you risk everybody at that intersection, including yourself. So that by that logic, anytime you are running from the police and you blow through an intersection and they catch your ass, it needs to be an attempted murder charge.
It was red, and he just randomly.
Oh, he ran. You ended up over here.
Yeah, I came over here because he stopped too, so I was like, "What the heck just happened?"
Are you injured at all?
No,
And make it to where if you blow through three intersections, in most states that should be in the states where it's the death penalty, they should just give you the death penalty. And then if you in other states where they don't have the death penalty, it should just be life in prison. And then every time you blow through an intersection past 3, it should be another life sentence that they've got to shirk off. So that way it's even harder for these people to get away from it.
I don't think so. What am I supposed to do?
Just hang tight with us. The guy that they had in handcuffs over there, that's the guy who you saw run out the car.
They need to completely crack down on this.
You have your shirts and registration. I don't need those.
Oh, what the heck? I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm all...
No, you're not in shot.
Hey, look at me. Deep breath. Deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. All right. And husband's on the phone? Yeah. All right.
Are you injured anywhere?
Hi, this is Officer Pigeon. I'm here with your wife. Yes. Yes. She's good.
That was the one thing I never understood as an EMT. They're like, you got to calm the person down if they're breathing heavily and freaking out. And I'm like, now let's think about this. Now, obviously I'd never do this, but I always thought it's that like intrusive thought. But what if you just told them that they almost died and you tried to like amp them up even more so they pass out? Isn't that like the same thing? I mean, you technically calmed them down, didn't you? I mean, the worst case scenario is that they pass out, and if they pass out, you don't have to deal with their bullshit, right? I mean, they're not in any real danger. I mean, like, let's be honest here. Like, why should I, like, as an EMT, if you're panicking, or as a firefighter, like, there's stories whenever I was going to the fire academy where the fire chief that was teaching us was like, I tried to get this guy out of a window, and he said he hates heights. And the guy was like squirming around. He's like, dude, if you don't, he's like, stop moving, sir. And then he takes another step down the ladder, and the dude's squirming again. He's like, I'm scared. And he's like, okay. It pushed him off. Bro fell off the ladder. And he's like, he said to the class, he's like, if someone's going to fall, it's going to be you. It's not going to be me. And I was like, dude, that's so base. Yo, my own captain, when I got hired at my station, unfortunately, I wasn't there to see it because I was doing training. But he had opened the water. He opened the bail on the water hose on the fire hose and sprayed down a cop because he was being stupid. Dude, it's like
Breathing. She's just a little worked up, and we've got her.
Okay, I'm on my way. I'm just waiting for my brother to get home.
Yes, sir.
Are you husband?
Yeah. Okay. She is they're just taking her to Winter Haven Hospital. If you want to just say hello, so just know you're here, and then we can probably follow him up there if you want. All right. All right. Natasha, husband's here. So she's okay.
Put him on the car. Let me tell you, get EMS up. All right, take a seat. Watch your hands. Watch your hands, okay? Watch your hands.
Yeah, he broke through my window. Yeah, he broke through my window. He's fine. Okay, he's fine.
Back at the Amscott location, officers go to collect statements from the cashiers.
Was it just you two working? Okay.
Y'all okay?
I know you probably shook him up.
That's okay.
As long as you guys are
That's
safe.
okay.
That's all
I
that
cry
matters.
every day when I get home, honestly.
You guys prefer to be in here? You want to come out here?
You guys can come back.
oh, this is the original place that the guy was trying to rob, I guess. Like, what the fuck? What is this? What's an Amscott? Or Amscott? What the fuck is this? I've never seen this building before. Like, what is this?
Okay,
Some kind of like office building? It kind of looks like a gym. What is this? AMS. AMSCOT. It's a financial company. It's a Florida-based company founded in 1989, HQ in Tampa, providing non-banking 24-hour in-person financial service, including cash advances of 100 to 1,000 check. Okay, so it's like a bank. Okay, that makes more sense.
And I was finishing mopping, and as I was leaving, I heard a knock on the door, and usually customers do that, and then they realize we're closed, and they usually walk away. But then he aggressively knocked, and that stood out to me because usually I don't have that happen. So I entered, and I let my leader know that, you know, this guy was knocking aggressively, and then I was going on about my closing procedures, and I dumped out my mop bucket, and then I heard my leader yell out of nowhere, and then I come out and I'm confused, and then I just see a random customer come in, and I'm thinking like, oh, he, like, you know, got the door open, but I didn't see the glass, and I didn't hear the glass either.
How'd you not hear that? How you not hear that? Like, I'd imagine that shattering glass was loud as shit.
Pouring my bucket out, and then I left one of our doors unlocked, so I ran to lock that one real quick, and then we stood down, and he threw the rock at our window 11, and then we ducked down and called 911.
Oh, okay, so it was prior to that. Okay, so she screamed because he saw the guy had something, and then, okay, that makes more
Do you have
sense.
a driver's license at all, buddy?
Then he threw the rock.
You still have the ID card you gave me the one time or no?
I got it. Which one's too tight?
It's kind of amazing to me that a place like that, Amco, has two people working its night shift when it's technically some kind of financial institution. How is it that you have a boneyard crew whenever you literally make money making money? How?
Yes, sir.
Did we ever get the?
I don't know.
Let's probably do that too, if it can come out. I thought by now they would have been able to see him, but it's a little busier than expected.
How do you not even have a guard? It kind of blows my mind that some of these places don't even have guards to actually stand watch. It just...
Still feel pinches right here?
Yes, sir. Is that better? Yes, sir.
The suspect, later identified as 20-year-old Menulek Jarrett, was later transported and booked into Polk County Jail, where he was held without...
Oh my God, no shot. No shot this bro got booked into Polk County. No way. No fucking way this dude got booked into Polk County. No way, bro. Oh, no way he's cooked. Polk County Sheriff's gonna cook this man.
He was charged with 1 count of business burglary, 1 count of grand theft motor vehicle, 1 count of attempted burglary of conveyance, 1 count...
Let me see if I can find it. It's JD Gray. Is that him? Hold on, is that him? Wait. Oh my fucking God, that's the guy. That's the guy.
Hello everyone, it's time for Morning Brief and I hope you have your favorite cup of coffee. I have mine and I'm drinking it from Outset Coffee. Now, if you haven't heard about that, you need to. This young man does this and 10% of all of the money he raised, and I went to school together, so treats children that has these folks here that I want to introduce you to Alarin Harry.
I want to make sure the name is the same. That's not it.
Herring, he's 23 from Lake Wales, or Alaron Herring, however he says that. And Donald Gatlin.
Damn it, I thought that was him, bro. Damn it. Oh, so close. Nope. 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 Oh, well. Nope. But that's the county he got booked into in Florida. He got booked into Sheriff Grady's county. We've seen a few of Sheriff Grady's good Samaritan work that he does.
Was later transported and booked into Polk County.
Jeez, man, that's crazy. Right into Polk County, Florida. That's crazy. He was one of the first sheriff's offices that came forward and said that if you try to barricade a car from moving around on the roadways, that they're going to run you over and it's going to be legal.
Jail,
like the protesters and whatever.
Bond. He was charged with 1 count of business burglary, 1 count of grand theft motor vehicle, 1 count of attempted burglary of conveyance, 1 count of tampering with a police K-9, 1 count of resisting without violence, 1 count of leaving the scene.
Without violence? How'd you come to that conclusion? Bro stole the guy's car. He was literally about to get him under arrest, and the guy hopped into his car and took off and struck 4 people. What do you mean?
1 count of reckless driving and 1 count of knowingly driving without a license. 4 months later...
Oh, no fucking shit. No fucking shit. Knowingly driving without a license, really. I'm sure that's what he was thinking about when he was doing it, huh?
Court, he entered a no contest plea.
No
and he was
contest!
sentenced to 43 months and 15 days in state prison, followed by another 7 years of probation.
That's it, bro. That's so light. Polk County, what are you doing, man?
Some people don't look for opportunity to fix their life. They actually look for opportunity to run from it. Because while that officer's inside making sure nobody got hurt, this guy sees an opening and he doesn't run away from trouble. He runs.
So he never even actually set foot inside of the facility. What the hell was he trying to do?
Marked patrol car. Only thing was the backseat.
He can't even say that he was trying to rob the store. He didn't have a gun or anything. What the fuck was he trying to do?
The K9 Logan was back there, and a police dog is not just equipment. That's a partner who trusts a human being with his life every single shift. Now, Florida actually changed the law over things like this because in June 2023, Governor
Oh, that's why. This is an older video. That's why. This happened prior to Sheriff Grady Judd. Now we're making sense.
DeSantis signed House Bill 1047, making harming a police or fire dog a third-degree felony. And you can't get
Ooh! Damn!
5 years in prison because canines get bitten, stabbed, shot, and still run towards danger they don't understand just because their partner pointed. Now think about that moment the officer walks towards the door and sees his own patrol car driving away. Because to a cop, the situation just became personal and unpredictable at the exact same second. And what we
I'm surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised that cop didn't shoot his ass. I'm not even kidding. The amount of self-control it took for that cop not to pull his firearm and shoot him. I'm actually like, legit hats off to you, man.
Person's life trajectory finally meeting reality. And this didn't end just because the cop caught him. It ended because you can only borrow time from bad decisions for so long. And on this night, time ran out.
That's crazy. Yo, W Midwest Safety, they always have good banger videos. All right, boys, we roll it out of here for the day. That's it. That's the stream. We'll be back on first thing tomorrow. Like I said, if you're new here, hit the sub button. Check out the membership. Check out all the good things that we got. We'll be back on here tomorrow, bright and early. Same time, same place. We'll have all kinds of good shit tomorrow. We got that Nick Shirley, Tim Walz testimony. We have more Iran stuff. We'll probably have another police video, maybe some other things. Who knows? Got the gaming in the morning. Got the good stuff at the end. Stay safe out there. Stay friendly. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being you. Try to put a smile on someone's face. You might change the whole day, or their whole day, or their whole life. You never know. And I'll be seeing y'all boys tomorrow. Peace.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning all.